Were you reading the Zandalari Troll passive?
No, I was reading
No,
my
it's
guild
not.
Discord.
Welcome back
PTR passions.
to Roll For It, The Fallen Empire. This is episode number 10. Gave zero heads up that we were going live. Gotcha,
Damn,
As
Boozers.
per
fuckers.
usual.
Well,
Yeah.
you guys told me to stop, so here we are. Anyway, so moving on. We have quite a lot to get through, hopefully tonight. So this is the first of hopefully forever where we do 4-hour nights. So yay! So our break will be somewhat halfway, hopefully, depending on narrative beats. So we will see. In any case, doing a recap for this week is none other than our Nick.
Who's Nick? I thought I was Cal.
Okay, Kel's doing it.
Hi. So, last week, there was a lot of bread. There was a throne of bread. It was pretty good. And a lot of walking. And then, there was a farm. We thought we were helping people, but I ended up killing people. It wasn't fun. Oh. Oh, and then, now we're going somewhere else. I can't remember where we're going. I'm sure I'll learn.
All right. Just out of curiosity, obviously you did that from Kel's perspective. Does Kel not remember that much, or did you just forget what happened last week?
Are they mutually
Yes.
exclusive?
They are mutually exclusive.
I was gonna say, props on the roleplay. That was done really well from Kel's perspective. Anyway, so we pick up with you guys on the road, having just left the racist farmer's house, and you guys are heading northwest to the keep. So we pick up with you guys on the road, just outside of the farmer's homestead. The morning after, you guys have all gotten a long rest in, ready to go and take on the challenges of the world. What do you want to do?
We're just walking down the road, right?
Currently, yeah.
Cool. Can we shoot the shit for a minute?
Absolutely.
So show of hands. I feel like we kind of took a job from a confirmed racist, and it went south, as we probably should have saw. But we were all there, and we were all kind of gung ho. So moralistically, as balance, I got a thing I can do, and I was wondering if I could get your guys' help. If we could stop on the way back, I can put a glyph on a rock or a post or something and enchant it with a spell that only the Furblogs could use. So I was thinking of making them a healing shrine in case they have a future accident, and we can help them with that. And then I'll be able to sleep at night. Thoughts?
Seems good, like a good idea.
Yeah, go for it.
Since we didn't murder the farmer, which I'm fine with. I'm fine. I don't know what he's going to do now that he's homeless. But, maybe we'll get a shot at it later.
Well, if we do see him again, he will be tasting steel.
Good enough for me. Okay. Cool. That's
I'm
my
gonna shake my head in agreement.
Okay.
nod.
Kel's not paying attention.
Or you shake your head in agreement.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with you. I wanna do that shrine.
Okay.
Yeah,
It was-
We
I
can
wanna-
torture him.
It was
kind
better
of.
before you got the confirmation that it was a nod. Shaking your head in agreements is much better.
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't know any better, right?
Yeah,
Correct.
exactly.
Yeah.
I'm a knight.
Sorry.
It's all good. Sorry, you guys are
Great.
Go on.
Can we see the keep from here?
No, you cannot.
It's a couple days. I
There, might as well
thought.
just keep going then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you guys are a day outside of Visgate.
Are we walking
And,
while we're
yeah.
talking, or did we stop?
I
I would
assume you
assume
guys
so.
are walking and talking.
Okay. Yeah. We'll just like point to somewhere.
Okay.
We should get mounts. We're all loaded, right?
We
Pretty
did just
well, yeah.
leave the Lord's keep.
Yeah. And we bought bread instead of a wagon or horses. And I don't even think we brought that much of the bread.
What is a horse that you speak of?
It's like a goat, but it's bigger.
I'm just gonna look at you baffled.
And you can only milk the male ones. Remember that.
I have no idea what you said at all.
Okay. I just
Yeah.
really hope in the back of my head that plays out one day.
So Derek, I'm pulling a cart, by the way, with
With his
with
Aloran's
my
body on
master's
it.
Body on it, yeah.
You almost did it.
Out of curiosity, you're supposed to eat these little things. I forget what they're called. Do you remember, Rylis? Like when you're on adventures, so you don't starve.
Food?
Yeah, food, but they have a certain name.
Food? Food? Food just usually appears, and I eat it when I'm
Yeah,
hungry.
I know. A ration. Does anyone have any of those? Or are we starving?
I have some.
See, Rylis, I knew we forgot something. Ah,
I have a couple pieces of bread. Do you like some bread?
can you throw me a bread? I'll take a bread.
I toss him some bread.
Okay. You were
I think I'm gonna
tossed like a half a loaf
I'm
of
e-
bread.
I'm eating some soggy bread while we're walking. Then
Okay.
I am not very happy about this situation right now, too, because I'm walking in rain and eating soggy bread. This is terrible. That's how my character is feeling right now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drink some of my mushroom brew.
Okay. Give me a Constitution saving throw. Okay. You take just a couple of quick sips and very quickly stop as you find yourself inebriated.
Alright.
He got 15. 15.
Yeah. 15 still
Even with
doesn't
that?
meet the DC, yeah. It's a strong brew, man.
Wow.
He knows how to brew.
Spicy potion.
I thought you drank all of that when we were back at the house. Do you have more?
Yeah, I'll hold out.
Okay, I'm gonna give this a whirl.
Okay.
Do I have to roll con for it?
Con saving throw if you're drinking.
Yeah.
It tastes earthy, a little bit bitter, not very sweet. Kind of like a dirty kind of water, but like bitter. Aside from that, you don't really pick up any. I mean, it definitely has alcohol in it, but you don't get hammered and you just start drinking it, and it tastes. Okay.
That's lunch for me. That's good.
That's
Just walking
that's
down the road then.
23 con save on alcohol. What do you want? Yeah, so yeah, you guys are just traveling down the road. Let me really quickly check something. Okay. Yeah, so how long are you traveling? Is it until nightfall, until the keep? How do you
I'd
want
probably
to
say
approach?
nightfall.
How about if it's whatever comes sooner? If we see the keep before nightfall, or if nightfall happens before we see the keep?
Okay.
That is a good idea, Knight. Well done.
All right.
Also, what is nightfall?
It's a great song by Blind Guardian.
I'm gonna say if we don't see this keep, we need to find somewhere. I want to get out of this rain again.
Okay.
So if it's getting dark.
Yeah, so you guys have a pretty uneventful day of just walking and traveling. You're not making as quick as time as you would expect. Kind because you're on the road. Well, while you're on the road, because you got this handcart with Aloran's lifeless body on it. But the road starts to veer towards the south, towards Yona. Do you want to continue, or do you want to get off the path and keep heading northwest towards the keep?
I'm gonna
What
cast
the-
Call Lightning again
Yeah.
to control the storm and make it stop raining.
Does a Call Lightning do that? You want to hit the spell card for me?
I can control the storm.
Wow.
Control of the storm rather than creating a new one.
Damn.
Okay, well, without using your spell slot, I'll just tell you that you're not in a storm. It's just raining.
Okay.
So, yeah. Just a rainy day.
It was a cool idea.
Yeah. But I'm being nice and not like taking the spell slot from you and then being like, haha, it didn't work. So, yeah.
When we got to this fork, like what time is it, or can I like guess a time?
Give me a perception check. Ignore the
It
loop.
worked. Oh, never mind.
Okay, yeah, you
Momentary
think it's
reprieve.
probably somewhere between the hours of 3 o'clock and 6 o'clock, roughly. Late afternoon.
I say if we were going to be traveling off the path, I would say we do it way before it gets darker than it already is. Sometimes we get a reprieve in the rain, but I haven't heard it yet.
Really, we just. Anyways, are you saying we should make a campsite around here?
No, I'm saying to go that direction, we probably shouldn't do it at night.
Well then,
But we still got a couple hours.
so we should go that way then.
I'm gonna say yeah if you want to go to the keep.
I wasn't listening to anything else. I'm gonna level with you, but I am in favor of going to the keep because yeah.
The bard speaks wisely.
But I also don't know what the other options are.
I
We don't
point
have any
down the
other
road.
options.
I point down the road that's going in the wrong direction.
Are you saying you're pointing while I'm saying we have no other options? I think.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at both of you and go, lead the way.
To the keep then?
Yeah, I'll lead the way through the underbrush, I guess.
Okay. It's not like a completely off the beaten trail kind of place. After kind of traveling through like this little bit of a rut that looks like it's a ditch, and you guys travel for a couple of minutes, you pick up what seems like a heavily overgrown path, as if there used to be a trail that headed in this direction, but has long since gone unattended to and kind of grown over a bit. So it's not quite as slow as you might expect. It's not like trudging through a jungle. But as you guys start traveling along the path, you guys are traveling northwest, heading towards the keep, leaving behind the road. And you're on this kind of like old overgrown trail. You travel for a couple of hours before it starts to get pretty dark out. Do you guys want to set up camp or persist through the night?
I'm
Say we
gonna.
set up camp.
Yep.
Set up camp.
Okay.
Yeah, we're like camp people.
Could I try to like find a favorable thing with like slope so we don't sleep in rain and potential shelter or anything like that?
Sure, make a survival check.
I'll assist him in that actually.
Okay, do it with advantage.
While they do that, I want to look around the like surrounding areas. So they're like probably looking down at the ground. I want to like look kind of up. If that makes
Okay.
sense.
Well,
Make
I
a perception
crit
then.
I crit
That's
if it's advantage.
Yeah, you did.
And anything we don't have to. If it's like a broken down ruins or house, definitely take that too.
So Thesco, you're just kind of looking around. I mean, this weird wet stuff is falling from the sky and hitting you in your face, and you can't like look up too much without it like landing in your eyes, making it weird. It's very
Big looming
strange.
things are tall
Yeah.
too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then like just past those like looming things that almost create like a canopy, you can see 2 different colored moons or something in the sky, like way far away. You figure it would take you at least like a week to travel to them.
I'm gonna point to him. What are those?
Those are the moon.
I'm just gonna look quizzically, and then kind of.
I would like to roll
That's
in
where-
detective to try to remember the names of the moons.
Okay.
That
You
one
do
is
not.
the big one. And that is the shiny one. Those are the
Big?
real names.
And shiny.
Big and shiny.
Well, they're dragon eggs, so they float, and that's why they're up there.
I've also heard this.
I
Would
big,
you say it is known?
shiny?
Fair. I've never heard that one, but I could see it. I believe you in this regard.
I have
I'm
it on
just gonna
good
nod. Thank you for this intelligence, friends.
I'm just gonna point out that as he's pointing to one, saying that's the big one and that one's the shiny one, they both look to be roughly the same size.
One was shiny though.
After about 10 minutes, Rylus, you
man.
find just off the kind of beaten path here, you find what looks to be a nice little plateau, like a meadow almost, kind of. There is like a haphazard circle of trees surrounding this area, lots of kind of cover from the rain, and you think it's going to make a pretty good spot to camp. But as you're looking over the area and thinking, oh yeah, this might be a good spot, you, because of your survival check, hear sounds off in the distance that sounds like horses clopping on the road and wheels against ground.
And how far away am I from everybody?
You're only probably
not that
20,
far?
30 feet away as you're just like looking at the ground and stuff.
Is it coming from... Can I tell if it's coming from the keep or behind us?
With your survival check, I'll give it to you. It's coming from the northwest, the direction
from
you
the
guys were traveling.
I would like to go back to the party. My
Okay.
speed is 40, and I'd like to tell everybody there are people coming down this path towards us.
Cool. You want to use me
Are
as
they,
bait?
were they going quickly? Was it like...
Uh,
Did I tell that? Or no?
you can't tell if they're like traveling at a super fast pace. It sounds like the horse hooves are not going super fast. You think the horses are probably just walking. It's not like
okay.
clomp, 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 like they're like hauling
There's-
ass. They're just
There is one mounted, maybe. I don't know. I'm gonna get in a bush
Mm.
because
I have an idea. You're the lords of this. Do you still have jurisdiction here or no?
I mean, there's always this paperwork and back and forth. I don't really know.
You have no idea.
The other one, I just look angry and hit things.
I look at the other brother. Do you know if you guys have jurisdiction here?
In this area, I don't remember exactly. We will eventually, but I don't
We're-
think
we're-
so right
We're
now.
pretty new to this whole like running things gig.
Because I have a fast way for us to get horses. I was going to stand in the middle of the road and flag them down. And if they're good guys and want to help me, then we let them go on their way. And if they're bad guys, we get horses out of it.
So as you're explaining this, you can see about 80 feet away, coming over the crest of a slight hill, you can see at first 2 horses carrying a kind of like a carriage.
I jump into a bush.
Okay,
Okay.
you guys get in the bushes. You guys get in the bushes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
I
put the
follow.
cart down gently, like where we were gonna set up camp,
Okay.
and then follow to the bushes.
My
Okay.
panic word is bananas.
Anybody
Start
who
walking
is
the
hiding in the
banana.
bush, anybody who's hiding in the bush, please make a stealth check.
I'm not stealthy, so I'm gonna walk with you. I'm in full armor. I'm like,
Kel, it's the other way.
I'm gonna walk with you. I'm gonna be like, I'll come with you.
Okay.
Still not that known, so.
Okay.
And I have expertise in persuasion.
Me too.
He's a bard, of course he does. Okay.
Lying is half of what I do.
A couple of minutes later, as you see this cart getting closer, you can actually tell that it's not one, but several, just following behind in almost like a train-like, caravan-like fashion. As it gets closer, you can see a small humanoid sitting on the front of the cart. And as it gets to about 30 feet away from you, it slows to a stop. The person sitting on the front of it just kind of stands up, and you can see a faint orange kind of glow coming from around the mouth area, and then it pulls away.
How many horses do I see total?
Well, looking directly on, you can only see the two, but you can tell that there's a couple of carts at least, so you would assume 2 per, maybe 8 in total right now.
Ooh.
Casting detect magic too.
Hello, travelers.
Hi. How's it going?
Sorry, we're patrolling the kingdom here under the directive of the Lord himself.
I'm gonna step out of the bushes as he says that. I'm a knight.
We're here with the authorities, and we're just making sure that everything in the area is on the up and up. We've had some smuggling issues as of late. Do you have a cargo manifest?
Make a deception check. And also, he responds with, "Huh, so just the 3 of you? And that guy, standing behind the brush?" Pointing at Kel, who you see is just standing directly up, like, shrub waist height. And he's just standing behind it.
I have a squad nearby investigating one of the potential smuggler dens. You understand, of course.
Time to find out if he understands. Ah, yes. Well, you can never be too careful out on these roads. Any news from the east?
It's wet.
Yeah, I can tell.
So no cargo manifest then.
Anyway, well, actually, no. We don't really keep one, but this seems like as good a place as any to set up. Do you guys mind if we kind of set up here?
I don't see any rules against that.
Awesome! And he kind of takes his fingers together and blows a very loud whistle, which kind of pierces the ears, and you're like, ah. The detect magic picks up some magic from that, which I need to double check the kind of magic. Give me 1 second. Not that you care, but...
While that's happening, I'm gonna walk over to Gabriel and whisper, "Why would they set up camp so close to the
Transmutation.
keep?"
They're stopping for the night too. And
Right
this is going to
outside?
give us an opportunity to have them on the other foot. Well, they're all bundled up like this.
I would just play it cautiously.
Yep.
Seems odd.
Agreed.
So, Jandar, you
I'm-
pick up transmutation magic when he whistled.
I sense magic in the whistle or something that he did. It seemed odd. I'm gonna like whisper that, and I'm gonna say in a louder voice. Are you heading towards Visgate?
Yeah, we're heading down that way, and then we're hoping to head up north to Trellis, and then possibly beyond that to Currick.
How often do you come this way?
Every couple of weeks.
Just insight checking him saying that.
Can I?
It's hard to tell. You're not really experienced in lying, so you're like,
Yeah.
Can I do a survival check to see if you know what? No, that's not even my character. Okay. I think I'll do an insight check too, because yeah,
All right.
that's all I can do.
Seems honest. Hard to read.
Huh?
But
I say, oh,
after the whistle, he kind of pulls his cart off of the road to the left a little bit, and you see the cart behind him follows him. The cart behind that turns off towards the right, over towards the little plateau that you guys are all hiding in, and you see the fourth cart go in behind that one, and then a fifth one turn off to the left to go behind the original two, and then a sixth one finally comes off towards the right. So there's 3 on each side now. And the
Look like
guy
they're kind of sniping us.
No, just like I'll draw you a picture real quick.
3 on each side of the road.
Then yeah,
Yep.
I got it. Then it was just either that or them like lining up.
I'm not an artist. Don't judge.
Yeah. Okay. I just wanted to make sure they weren't like kind of stacking.
Yeah,
That's
just
all.
getting off the road.
Like surrounding us.
Yeah. Literally.
And the main figure kind of hops off and walks over and extends his hand to Gabriel.
Yeah. I'll shake that hand.
Okay. So you shake his hand and he says, "Nice to meet you. My name is Talon."
I am Gabriel Hart.
Very nice to meet you, sir.
Have we met before, Talon? You look familiar.
I don't know.
Neither do I. Fate is strange like that.
He looks at you and he's just like, "You've got one of those faces, but I can't tell for sure."
I know exactly what you mean. You a drinker, Talon?
Well, only when I'm conscious.
Such is the way of life. I have to conform with my compatriots here, but I don't see any reason why we couldn't put up camp together. Sit a dry together? Share a fire?
Sounds wonderful.
Excellent.
I'm gonna say, can we go around though and check your carts for anything that doesn't seem right? Because again, like Gabriel was saying, we've had a lot of mugging, so I don't know if you're hiding people or anything along those lines.
Make a persuasion check. Okay.
Plus, it's 19 actually.
So he goes.
20.
He goes. Yeah, sure. If you see something you like and you want to buy it, we're open to sell. And also, if you break it, you buy it. I think that goes without saying.
I'm gonna leave it over to Gabriel. Should see if the horses are for sale.
And a cart as well. We're
Yes.
thinking on the same page.
Agreed, because then we don't get rained on. Master doesn't choke. Win-win.
Speaking of this guy, I'll take Master to the brush line. Keep a lookout for him. Will you make sure that our lord friend here is safe while he's looking through their carts?
Indeed, I am a knight.
I'm gonna go to the tree line where Jin is and wheel over with Aloran, and I'm going over to Jin. They look like barters and traders. You should be able to make a lot of money at cards here. I say wait about an hour until they're drunk and leave them.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say stealthed.
Okay.
Oh, that's fucking great.
You said we were in like a circle of trees almost.
Kind of.
I'm gonna go to what I think is the center.
Okay.
I'm going to pull out one of my beans from my bag of beans,
Okay.
and I'm gonna plant it right there, right in the center.
Interesting. Okay. Give me
And then,
one second, because I need to also change the music.
Eric looks shocked.
I'm not 100%. I might know the magic object that he has, in which case I might be pretty worried, but that's meta. So let's be not meta.
AF?
I have to bring up the page for this.
Oh boy.
Planting a bean.
I'm going to put
Are you
Lauren's
bringing...
body under a tree. so it's dry, and then I'm gonna sit up against the. I'm gonna prop him up, so it looks like he's sitting up against the tree, and then I'm
Okay.
gonna sit next to him and play my lute.
All right. In the meantime, 92.
That'll be me singing.
Oh, okay. I was hoping for Mongolian throat singing, to be honest.
That's later after I've had a few drinks.
Okay, so
Do some mushrooms,
roughly
you know.
roughly a minute
Ayahuasca.
goes by after Kel plants this bean in the ground before you guys all feel this shaking beneath your feet. And you
I'm
hear
gonna
a
look
rumble.
over.
You look over and you can see Kel's just standing there. You can feel the
What
rumble.
was that rumble?
It's still going.
I would like to come back from the edge of the woods, being like, "What is going on?"
I'm gonna go stand next to Gabriel.
Okay.
What
I think this
happened
is
here?
called an earthquake.
Yeah, I'm gonna stand up and get and put the tree halfway between me and Kel and pull Lauren around
Okay.
with me.
Yeah, I'm gonna help him with that. I want to make sure my master's
Yeah,
is safe.
I'm going over there.
As you guys are kind of all taking shelter behind the tree, you can see now that the dirt starts to like bubble up. Not like a bubble, but like bursting out of the ground. And after a moment, you see what looks like stone coming up in a point, slowly getting pushed up.
I don't know much about druid craft, but it's a little bit invasive.
Is this
Remember
gonna be?
I've never seen this one.
I'm kind of excited and terrified, you know?
Don't
I'm
they
just
usually make
gonna-
like?
Hold master's
Okay.
body so he doesn't fall out since he's standing, kind of.
At this
You're
point,
just weekend at Bernieing him.
Yeah, pretty much.
at this point, the triangle has grown to about 10 feet out of the ground and is continuing to rise.
Is it like three-dimensional or just a triangle coming up?
Three-dimensional.
Okay.
Is my detect magic picking anything up?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say, and this school could be wrong, but conjuration probably. I'm just not
I'm just
gonna
gonna
look it up right this minute.
shout to the guys in the carts, "Don't be alarmed, we're just setting up our tents."
Talon just kind of looks back and goes, "Okay. Do you need some help?"
I think we got it.
I think we're good.
Okay, and he kind of waves at you. Couple more minutes goes by, and this.
I'm gonna
tin-
hold up. I'm gonna go up and tap Kel on the shoulder because I think he might be really close to it.
He is.
I don't know what this is doing. Do you know what this is doing?
I'm just gonna stare at the triangle.
Okay.
I'm gonna see if I can just slowly pull him back a little bit and move him like 5 to 10 feet away from whatever's happening.
Do you resist?
Yep.
All right. Opposing strength checks, please.
No, I'm not gonna force him. Not
Okay.
gonna. If he doesn't want to go, I won't go. I'm gonna slink back over to where the tree is.
Okay.
Good luck, buddy. I also like to
Another.
prep. Sorry, go
Sorry.
ahead. I'm preparing a spell.
Okay, which spell?
Cure wounds.
Okay. So as you have that little interaction and stuff, it has grown from 10 feet out of the ground to 20 and is continuing.
And it's a stone.
Pyramid
Okay.
coming out of the
I think
ground.
it is gonna stop.
I'm gonna say you guys might need to move your carts. Maybe.
How close has it gotten to the tree line where I'm standing?
It's probably about 20 feet away by this point.
Okay, so it's like 40 feet to the center, roughly.
Yeah.
Okay.
But,
I'm gonna stand there until it gets about 5 more feet bigger, and then I'm gonna start moving the cart away.
Okay. About another minute or two goes by before it does. And it's a pyramid, so as it's coming out, it's getting
Yeah.
wider as well.
Right. I'm gonna grab the cart. Can someone help me here? And kind of start to
Oh yeah.
I'll go.
Um,
yeah.
bring it down, wheel it over. get it out of the way, and then I'm just gonna have it ready. So as it grows, I'm just gonna kind of keep shimmying along.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to Rylus. Rylus, have you ever seen something like this?
I thought I was. Oh fuck! It's real.
Yeah,
And I would
it's real.
To slowly back up, just being like, I think we should probably back up now.
As I'm helping wheel along the cart,
35
I'm kind of
feet.
excited, but at the same time, if that's permanent and it's not completely full of monsters, it looks rather cool, and I would like to call dibs on it being a house. Just saying.
We could dig a sewer to it.
It is 45 feet out of the ground now.
I'm gonna back up if it gets closer.
I'm gonna ask.
Every foot it's growing up, it's growing a foot out as well.
I'm gonna
so
make
it's
sure
like a perfect pyramid.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna make
So-
sure I'm like 15 feet away with it with the cart at all times.
Okay. So you're just
I'm
backing
gonna-
up slowly at every step. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
So
gonna help.
I stood in my spot, so I'm on top of it now, and it's growing up with me on top of it.
If you're not
Yes.
moving, then yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's what's happening.
Okay. So you're just like standing there on the point of it, like maybe like holding onto it with your hand or something, so you don't like
Mhm.
slip, because it literally is a pyramid.
Yep.
Okay. So you guys all see him about 35 feet up in the air, holding onto this pyramid as it's growing up.
Hi, Cal.
I'm gonna go.
Go soon.
I'm gonna go over to Talon.
Okay.
If you've never traveled with a lord before, it's a lot for accommodations. They're used to a lot of space, and there's this huge pyramid behind me. This is just for comfort's sake. I'm sorry if this displaces any of your carts. I apologize officially on our behalf.
Have any
As
trees
you're-
got overturned?
A couple of them have been like uprooted and like fallen over by this point because it's still growing. But as you're explaining that to Talon, you can see this like grin start coming across his face. And I guess now since you're kind of like up close with him, I can tell you, he is a halfling. He has a lute strapped across his back. He is kind of tall for a halfling. Dark skin, long brown hair, brown eyes, with a perpetual happy grin. You can see laugh lines all across his face.
You don't seem bothered by any of this.
Every day is an adventure, and every adventure is a song.
I won't disagree with you. I'll catch you around the fire later. Sorry about our our roadhouse.
Well, it's gonna take us an hour or so to get set up, but once we're set up, you should come out and, we'll have all the tents set up and stuff, and you can come in and have a drink and enjoy a rowdy bit with us.
Perfect. I'm gonna turn around. How's that pyramid looking? Is it done?
By now it's about 60 feet tall and has stopped moving. The rumble has stopped, and it has stopped growing upwards and outwards. Just 60 feet tall.
Is there an entrance?
There is a small entrance, roughly 2 feet, 3 feet wide by about 4 feet tall, sunk into the side facing you, about a foot into the stone.
Awesome.
Do I see that indentation?
Not from where you're at. From where you're at, it's just a downward slope for 60 feet.
I'm gonna wave to the guys and point.
I walk over and be like, "Oh,
I'm gonna
That
wheel the
seems-
cart over.
seems
gonna
like a way
follow.
in."
I'm gonna slide down.
Okay.
But first.
Make an acrobatics or athletics, your choice.
I was gonna say I just have to get up real quick. I'm gonna just be following her around.
Sure. Okay, so you kind of skid down on your butt, picking up quite a bit of speed before your legs hit the ground, and you kind of hop up and bounce a couple of times with the kind of sharp jolt that it sends all the way up through your legs. You're like, oh, that might hurt in the morning, but you don't totally biff it and end up on your face or nothing. You are just outside the pyramid, you see your party standing before you.
Huh. That didn't affect me like I thought it would. Let's go in.
What did you think was gonna happen, Kel?
I'm just gonna start walking in.
Okay.
Okay. Does anyone want to help me with this? As I pick up the cart.
Yeah.
I don't think the cart's gonna fit through the hole.
Oh. I'm gonna look at the hole and look at the cart.
I'll grab his feet.
Does it match up or no?
Hands. I'll grab his hands. They're cleaner. Sorry.
Sorry, what was your question about the cart and the lining up?
If the cart would fit in the door or not?
No, it looks like it's a bit too wide.
Okay. Then I'm just gonna wait outside with the cart.
Okay.
I don't want to
Sure.
carry the party down with a body.
Sure. Okay, so then as the rest of you guys approach the door, with Kel stepping up to it first, kind of grab the iron ring on the wooden door and just pull it open. It opens with a creak. You see inside a dark, somewhat damp inner room, roughly 30 feet wide, 35 feet or so across, with some stairs in the center that go down.
I'm gonna cast Produced Flame on my hand and hold it like a torch.
Okay. You do that.
What else do I see? Or is it just
Absolutely
brighten off?
nothing. It is just a stone room, exactly the dimensions, with the stairs going down. There is nothing else in the room. No sconces, no torches, nothing.
I'll head down the stairs.
Base
Okay.
camp? Base camp.
I'm
Uh,
gonna
While he's-
peek my head in.
While he's going down because I'm gonna follow right after him. While he goes down the stairs, I'm gonna use create bonfire, like in a place that won't catch fire. And I'm assuming everything's stone, so like in the
it's all
center.
stone, yeah.
So I'm gonna cast create bonfire.
Okay. So you create a bonfire right in the center, just slightly off center because the stairs are in the center. But you create a bonfire there. As Kel walks down the stairs, you can hear the from his steps as he descends. Who all is following?
I'm gonna go last so I can stand by the bonfire for the longest.
I will follow.
Yeah,
I would
I'll
also
go.
like to cast dancing lights as well.
Okay,
Click it. It's just like 3 glowing orbs that I can move. See feet?
I got you.
I'm looking down into the doorway, and then I
So-
was gonna call her.
Okay, so the order going down is Kel, Rylus, Jandar, then Jin.
Yeah.
Then Gabriel. Thesco is hanging outside, peeking in.
Yep,
When
and then I
you
was
when
gonna
you
holler. Oh, sorry.
okay, when you peek in, you can see that everybody looks like they have started to descend. You can just see Gabriel's head bouncing as he, lower and lower as he takes each step before he's out of your view.
Okay, I'm not gonna holler. I'm just gonna say, since it's a hallway, it'll probably echo a little bit. If it's safe, come back and get me.
I'd
Okay.
like to call back. When is it ever safe? And just ha ha ha. Ha.
Dry. Bring them
It
in.
is dry. There's a fire now too. Don't know where that came from though.
Would I don't know the size of this character actually. Would I be able to pick up a Lorne?
Yeah, he's just a medium. He's,
Okay.
He's the same size
medium-
as you
medium to
because
medium?
he's based off of your race. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. Then I'm gonna try to half walk or whatever, pick him up and slowly go down the stairs very gently.
Okay, so I'll just say
Dragging him
I
with
won't
you?
make- I won't make
I'm
you roll for
holding
it,
him
but
up.
you
You
pick him up and you pick him up and you start carrying him down the stairs. So what you guys all see as you get to the bottom of the stairs is a wide open room, roughly 50 feet by 50 feet. The ceiling is 10 feet, and I don't have a map prepared for this because how the fuck could I know that this was going to happen? But
You can open
50
a new
feet.
tab. Just draw a box.
you know what?
That's
I
true.
will open up a new tab.
There has to be a pre-done pyramid.
I mean, all
I'm
you
sure,
need is a
but
square, though.
yeah. So we'll go map.
If it's
Draw
just a
shape.
staircase down to the bottom, you know what I mean?
5,
need a
10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. And I will go back here, get all the characters. Whoops. One,
So,
2, 3, 4.
We're kind of in the middle of nowhere.
We're in
Um,
between Visgate and that keep. Kind of.
So yes, middle of nowhere.
Yeah,
Uh,
literally.
is our plan, if things go sideways here, just to run outside?
I don't
I'd like it
really-
in here. Why don't we just, you know what? We can fix anything.
I'll need
prefer
help
the
with Master
direct
Spotty
approach.
if there's trouble.
If we were doing something, we might as well see it through to the end. I'm assuming the 2x2 is the staircase.
No.
Shit.
Hmm.
The staircase is, draw another picture real quick. Maps and backgrounds, draw shape. Roughly, roughly there.
Is somebody gonna die right now? Question mark.
You enter this room, and with your dancing lights and with the conjure fire held, you can see in the center of this room, there is nothing in this room. It is pure stone. There's no sconces. There's literally nothing in the walls, nothing adorning this entire room, except in the center of the room, you see a simple stone sarcophagus.
I'm gonna go over and open it.
Who's doing that?
Okay.
Because I'm stopping.
I'm
the
gonna stop them immediately. I'm helping whoever's stopping.
Yeah, I'm stopping them.
That
Okay.
I don't know what this is, but
Gabriel, make a
I'm getting
strength
bad
check
vibe.
with advantage, and acrobatics or athletics to evade, Kel.
Crap.
do you want me to roll to help?
No, I
No,
just gave
advantage.
Gabriel advantage.
Okay.
Okay, so as Gabriel lunges over to try and grab, and Fesco reaches out to grab his arm, Kel just nimbly dodges out of the way, runs up to the sarcophagus, grabs
If
it by
that
the corner.
happens, wait. If he grabs it by the corner, I'm using hold person before he can get to that point.
Fuck.
This is the tricky part about D&D, though. Like,
Are you counting it that it already happened?
I have to think about this, because here's the thing about the tricky part about D&D, and the reason why DCs exist is because if you have something that you want to happen and somebody wants to do something about it, then there's a DC attributed to that, and if you fail, then that's the failure. However, when you got a group and one person fails and then the next person's like, I'm going to do something to stop that, and then it just piles on and on and on, it makes it incredibly hard. So I feel like, and I'm letting you guys know what my DM brain is thinking right now, is if I allow that spell to go off, then it stops Nick from getting his action across. He already had to contest with a contesting on his roll. So it's like, either I'm gonna not let you do something, or I'm not gonna let him do something, so it's like, fuck. Having said that,
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that he grabs the sarcophagus and opens it. Because there was an attempt to stop and it failed, so.
I hold my breath.
Okay. You hold your breath as you feel a rush of wind coming in from behind you, down the stairs, and all the air gets sucked out of the room and into the middle of the sarcophagus. Everything goes completely black and still. You don't hear a single thing. And then you hear, and you see a hand grab the side of the sarcophagus, and another one grab the stone top and shove it to the side. And slowly emerging from the sarcophagus, you can see a humanoid, roughly 6 feet tall, completely wrapped in linens. standing up. Roll initiative.
It's still okay. Is it still completely dark?
no,
No, that was just for effect
That was
as
for
that all
okay.
happened. Yeah,
Gotcha.
your
Gotcha.
your
Alright,
lights
never mind.
weren't disturbed, and you can still breathe. I just like
Oh, it's fine. That's fine. It was just a legitimate question.
no
'cause-
worries. It's for
My
drama.
initiative thing isn't there.
Yeah, do you want to?
Oh, I didn't even click that. I'm sorry.
It's fine. I didn't do it on there. I'm gonna handwrite it this time because I
Okay,
was
my
totally
bad.
unprepared this week, and this map was
I didn't
literally
do that.
drawn 10 minutes ago. Less than that. So cool. So the initiative order is Jin, then the Mummy, and then Thesco, then Gabriel, Rylus, Jandar. Who
The
did I
feeling
miss?
that we're gonna die is really real right now.
Yep. Yeah, it's pretty fucking ominous right now.
Who did I miss?
Kel.
No, I got Kel. Did I get?
Kel's
I didn't
last.
get Kel. Kel is 6. Yeah, you're right.
I really
last.
wish I would have went before him.
So
I'm trying to figure out my movement real quick on this character.
as Kel moved up there, I need to get a mummy token real quick. Mummy Lord premium asset. I can't. Nope. Okay, I'm gonna have to just use a random token. Sorry.
The only plus is everyone else around me. You guys have a +5. Just remember that.
+5 to what?
Saving
Saving
throws. Except for
Okay.
me. I have only a +3.
I'm using a kobold. It's not a kobold, it's a mummy. So,
Rip.
first one
Plus
in the
9.
order is Jin.
I heard kobold mummies are the worst mummies.
Do I know what direction it was, since I can't see?
What do you mean?
Like, what direction the mummy is?
It's not dark anymore. You can see.
Yeah, it's not dark. There's still lights
Oh.
and stuff. That was all for flavor.
Oh, alright. I'm gonna charge the mummy then.
Okay. You can move your token and all that.
This
And
room is
I'll
so much
attack.
creepier.
Okay, so as you
And,
kind of couple of unarmed strikes, go ahead and roll your damage for both because they both hit. Obviously, the first one's a crit.
I'm gonna flurry of blows too.
Okay. Okay, the first one hits, the second one does not. Okay, so you just lash out and manage to hit 3 of your 4 strikes. That brings your turn to an end. We go to the Mummy Lord, which is its actual name. It is going to cast a spell. Why did the music stop?
It didn't.
Oh, it
The
stopped
music
for me.
only stopped for you. Yeah, it's
No,
still
it
going
stopped.
for us.
Stopped for me.
Still creepy as fuck.
I was gonna say on my turn, Gabriel, can you keep it down a little bit?
You said you wanted throat singing.
Building the ambiance, okay?
Why is it not working for me?
It's working. Well,
I don't hear it anymore.
It's working for me.
Plenty loud. Oh, it's just
Now
stopped.
it's gone.
yeah.
Yeah, I just turned it off. Hit play again. Okay.
Mhm.
Anyway, want to make sure the ambience is
reload.
good for the stream as well.
Can't
Okay,
forget the
so given that you were the first one to hit it, the mummy is going to cast a 6th level harm spell on Jin. So I need a Constitution saving throw, and its DC is 17. So you will fail.
It's a 15.
Right.
He's not close enough.
Oh, you're right. He's not.
So you are
Was
going
it
to
5 or
take
10?
10.
Oh, he's just out.
You take 47 points of necrotic damage. This damage cannot reduce the target's hit points below 1.
Okay.
If the target fails a saving throw, its hit point maximum is reduced for 1 hour by an amount equal to the necrotic damage it took. So, that is the status effect that you currently have on you. I'm going to turn
I'm
on
gonna turn
the
down
other
the music a little bit. It's a
You can
little
turn it
loud.
down in your
I,
settings, man.
I have no music on my end, so I don't.
Yeah, I don't have any music
I see.
either.
There's
You can turn
literally
it down in
nothing.
your settings.
Oh yeah, master music volume.
Nothing's playing for me.
Oh, now it's gone.
There it goes.
Reset.
I turned it off then on, and
Yeah, it just worked for me all of a sudden.
Alright, whatever.
nothing's coming through for me.
Oh, there it is.
Well, that's dumb. I don't know why it's not working. Whatever. Play this other music for now then. Cool. So that was the spell that it did, and I believe that's going to be it for its turn. Yeah. So, that is its turn. We go to Thesco.
Can you hit someone diagonally?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm going to run up here. 5,
Okay.
10, 15, 20, 25. And
Sure.
then I'm going to, with one hand, pull out my longsword.
Okay.
So I have dueling. And then I'm going to attack him.
Okay, that'll hit.
Cool. And then I don't think I have any extra. Do I have another attack?
You're only level 4.
Like
so
normal? Okay. So, I mean, I have action surge, but
Yeah.
I only get one extra attack, right?
Correct.
With that? Okay, cool. So I'm going to use that anyway.
Okay.
And then action surge and then attack again.
The second strike just manages to miss, unfortunately.
Okay.
At the end of your turn, he's going to use a legendary action to use Blasphemous Word. So the Mummy Lord utters a blasphemous word. Each non-undead creature within 10 feet of the Mummy Lord that can hear the magical utterance must succeed on a Constitution saving throw of 16.
Awesome. Excited. Oh, wow. Look at us.
So,
Hell yeah.
Gabriel,
Good
you're not
job,
within.
guys.
You're not within 10 feet. You didn't need to do that. So Alora and Jin and Kel, you guys are not stunned until your next turn, or
You
until
mean
the end of the
Thesco?
mummy's next turn. Sorry,
I didn't need to roll. Oh, okay.
yeah, you did. It was Gabriel that didn't. So that it brings the end of Thesco's turn. We go to Gabriel. It is your turn.
I am going to begin a song and use my counter charm song, which means anybody within 30 feet of me has advantage on saving throws against being frightened or charmed.
Okay.
That's my turn. Wait, 1, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm going to stand here.
Okay.
So that everybody gets a bit of that. So yeah, I'm just chilling in a dungeon, playing some music.
Okay. At the end of your turn, the Mummy Lord reaches down with his hand and moves his hand across the ground and raises it up, and you see a swirl of dust spinning around him. I need Constitution saving throws from everybody that's within 5 feet of him. So Thesco and Jin. DC 16. You guys are not blinded until the end of the creature's turn. That was his second legendary action. We go to Rylus.
I'm gonna move all the way up to here, and I'm gonna, like, as I was walking up, I would have like drawn my. I'm gonna draw both my scimitars. I'm just kind of
Okay.
like hit myself in the head to make myself angry, just like "Ah! Ah!" and start raging as I get there.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna attack fucking shit out of him. Is what
Okay.
I'm gonna do. So, main hand is gonna be Curse Scimitar. So, attack. Oh
A natural
my
1.
god.
That'll
My
miss.
Cool. And then I guess if with dual wielding, sorry, I should probably have asked this before. Dual wielding, do I get to attack with both hands? One of them just doesn't get the bonus. right? For my attack
Okay,
action.
so the way it works with dual wielding is your first attack is with your main hand. Your
Mhm.
offhand is on a bonus action, and you don't get to add your proficiency.
Okay.
And
okay,
then-
so
yeah.
but
And
if
then
I
extra
attack with my
attack.
bonus action,
Sorry.
would it be my extra attack be on both attacks? Because it's the
Uh,
attack action,
No.
or not the second one? It would only be the first one, not the second one, right?
Correct.
So if, with my
So
extra attack, I would
if
roll
while
my
you're dual
scimitar
wielding,
again.
while you're dual wielding with extra attack, you can hit a total of 3 times. Once with your main
Mhm.
hand, once with your offhand, one more time with your main
Once-
hand due to extra
Yeah,
attack.
okay.
But that
okay.
uses your bonus
that's-
action.
Yeah, that's
to
my
do the
extra.
offhand
Oh wait,
strike.
no, because I raged, so I can't do the offhand strike anyway. That's my
Okay.
bonus attack.
Okay.
So
Then the second attack is a 16. That'll miss. Is you gotta slash
Alright.
at him and dips out of the way. Let's see. Well, he's out of legendary actions for the turn, so we go to Jandar.
I'm going to look at the situation that we're in,
Mhm.
and I'm assuming my detect magic's like going like bonkers right now.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. I'm going to use a bonus action and use Hexblade's Curse on the mummy. I'll start off with that. And
leave the
I'm
pyramid
going
by a
to,
week.
and from where I'm at, I'm going to cast Aid on me, Rylus, and new night guy that I can't remember his name.
Desco. I'll shadow.
Desco. And that's going to be level... I only have a level 2, so that's going to be a level 2 aid. So everyone get 10 hit points.
Like
Temp.
No,
Temp?
no. It's
Oh right, it's this one.
what's that? Okay. How were we doing this again?
For temporary hit points?
it's
just
not
10.
temporary.
It's just 10 extra hit points, right?
Yeah, it's 10 extra hit points.
You wanna
Okay.
hit the spell card for me?
Yeah.
I forget how we. We're
Yeah,
talking
I just
about how
need
we were
to-
gonna do this
yeah.
one.
I forgot as well, but I'll read the wording, kind of make a.
It was like a week before we took our like 2-week hiatus too. So
Okay, yeah. So what we're gonna do for this is just keep track of what your current hit points are. I guess for now we'll just use temporary hit points, and we'll come up with a better solution later. But basically, for the next 8 hours, this is not a concentration spell. So for the next 8 hours, those 3 creatures' hit points maximum is increased by 5. So just go with temporary hit points. Just remember that you can heal up to your hit point maximum plus those 5. Whereas normally temporary hit points, once they're gone, they're gone. They can't be healed up. For now, we'll say you can because of this spell. Fucking weird spell, but whatever.
This has saved me an Omu so many times, you don't even know.
Alright.
I'm gonna move right there, and I have nothing else. That's my action and my bonus action.
Okay, then we go to Kel.
Each square is 5 or 10 feet.
5.
5.
5. I'm gonna cast Flaming Sphere
Okay.
right there, right behind him.
Flaming sphere.
You want me to press the card?
Yeah, I'm just trying to find a token for it. Is it 10 feet?
5 feet.
5 feet. Okay, so
Yeah.
we'll say the sphere is right there. Where do you want it? Is that right there?
Yeah, right there. It's at level 3, by the way.
Okay. Yeah, hit the card for me real quick, just so I can make sure that I'm right on the same level with it.
That's a lot of writing.
And it's 3rd level, so it's 3d6. Okay, cool.
That's my turn.
That's your turn. Jin.
I'm gonna attack.
Ooh.
Nice. Both will
Damn.
hit. Roll damage.
And then I'm gonna try to stunning strike.
So you burn a key for stunning strike. Okay. Give me 1 second to just make sure my math is all good. That's a 25. Okay. And it needs to make a con save, right?
Yeah.
$13 against your DC.
What would be my DC for that?
It should say on your spell page. Doesn't really matter. He's going to use a legendary resistance to shrug it off, even if it does affect him.
Okay. But for future reference, I don't have anything there.
It should
I
be
don't
on
have
your.
spells.
Give me 1 second. I'll pull out your book, see what it says. Just because it's better to have the information and not need it than to need it and not have it. So, monk, that's bard. That means I'm not in the right spot. Cleric, druid, fighter.
So Nick, what was this break brought to you by?
This meta break is brought to you by Amazon Prime, where you can sub to your favorite Twitch streamers for free every month. Like this one right here.
Thank you for reminding me.
There you go.
Your key save DC is 8 plus proficiency plus wisdom modifier.
Okay.
So what's that come out to for you? 12 plus your wisdom?
I think so, yeah. So
Okay.
15.
15. Yeah, so he fails, but legendary resistance to succeed.
Alright, then I'm gonna bonus action Step of the Wind and disengage and run away.
Okay.
I'll be going back here.
Okay.
And I'll end my turn.
Okay. That brings the end of your turn. Let's see what he's gonna do. Okay. It is going to cast another spell, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he is. Okay, so he's going to cast Contagion and make a melee spell attack against Rylus. So, that is a +9. So, 1d20 plus 9. Oh. Okay.
So I can't stop that at all because it's a crit, right? Even if I could hit 29, I can't stop it.
What would you be trying to stop? it with?
Defensive Duelist adds my finesse weapon bonus to my AC, which would put me to 30. It's like a reaction thing. It's my feat,
Gotcha.
but it's a crit, so I'm pretty sure that's an automatic hit. It's fine. Don't actually hold up. No, I would only be at 28. Never mind, because I'm not wearing a shield. I can't do it. I would only
Okay.
be at 28. Yeah.
Okay.
Never mind.
For
The 20
future,
is
what I'll
shield.
the way that I'm operating this is even on a crit, you would still have to pass the armor class.
Oh, okay.
So just for future reference.
Well, let me actually make sure. So it was.
So just double check it.
Yeah, I am. And yeah, I'd be at 28.
Okay. So it's gonna hit you. Your touch inflicts disease. Make a melee spell attack against the creature within range. On hit, you afflict the creature with a disease of your choice from any of the ones described below. So, let's see what he's going to pick.
Brutal.
Okay, I'm a tanky boy. I can handle it.
Jay's being nice and targeting you. So I would fall over in one hit.
He is going to use Flesh Rot.
Yeah, it
Your-
sounds tame.
That sounds great.
Your,
Nasty as fuck.
your flesh decays. You
It
have
rots.
you have disadvantage on charisma checks and vulnerability to all damage.
Fuck. So does that mean, since I'm pretty much invulnerable to all damage, like I have, because I'm raging and I'm bear, does that just mean I take normal damage now?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, cool. So how much damage am I taking?
Nothing. That
Uh-oh.
it doesn't do any damage. It just puts a status effect on you. So that's the end of its turn. We go to Thesco.
Can't
Oh,
tell
that
what's
was his whole
worse.
turn.
I need to make my damage rolls now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's the
the
end of his
Yep.
turn.
Flaming
Thanks,
sphere.
Do it. 3d6. Nice.
And is he covered in any kind of flammable cloth?
Yeah, we'll
Hey,
say it
mummy.
just it burns away and ignites.
Does he take any extra damage from that?
He's
Nope.
naked.
He
can
doesn't
laugh at
flail
his
or
drunk.
step back or anything.
No, he just I mean he's undead, so he really doesn't care.
I figured. I wanted to ask. I'm a knight. I don't know much.
Fair enough.
Okay. I can only attack once, so I'm going to. Yeah, I'm just gonna attack with one hand still.
Okay. 20 will hit. Roll damage. Nice. Okay. And that's your turn?
Yeah, I'm still away from. Yeah, I don't want to run away because then I'll take the dick.
Okay. For a legendary action, the Mummy Lord is going to cast Whirlwind of Sand and magically transform into a whirlwind of sand, moving up to 60 feet away before reverting back to his original form.
Wait, where is
So-
he moving? While he moves, I would like to take an opportunity strike. Or
Okay.
can I not because he's. Wind?
But, reading the next line, while in whirlwind form, the Mummy Lord is immune to all damage and cannot be grappled, petrified, knocked prone, restrained, or stunned.
So does he whirlwind and then move, or is
Yes.
he moving while whirlwinding?
He's standing there, and then a whirlwind starts, and he just moves while.
Okay,
What's the
then
name of the
I'm-
mummy?
Our RP, I'm still gonna take a strike though.
Okay,
I don't know that.
sure. Whoosh, you just cleave through this swirling air sand mixture. And that is the end of its turn. Or its legendary action, sorry. So we go to Gabriel.
He just appeared behind me.
No, it's like
yes.
a whirlwind of sand that
He-
came towards you,
yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah, a whirlwind
Yeah.
of sand went through you and ended up right behind you.
Okay, I'm gonna turn around, look him in the face. I'm scared. I'm casting polymorph.
Polymorph. Wisdom saving throw to avoid the effect. Okay.
He'll need a spell save DC of 17.
Yeah, 1 second. Music's a little bit loud. Okay. Let's see. What is his saving for wisdom? Let's roll 1d20 plus 9. Whew. Okay, so he fails.
And turns into a chicken.
And is going to burn his second legendary resistance of the day to succeed.
Oh, did he turn into a chicken for like a half second?
It was
Like
more
you see
like
something that
this
there's a thought on
swirling,
it.
the swirling storm of sand and air stops, and Gabriel turns around and is like, "Ah!" And you see his form slowly start to flicker down to a chicken, and then stand right back up.
He's too strong.
Over 9,000.
Is that your turn?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. At the end of your turn, he is going to take a legendary action to make one attack with its Rotting Fist or use its Dreadful Glare. It's just going to use Rotting Fist against you.
Great.
So 1d20 plus 9.
Yeah, he's gonna hit.
Okay.
He's gonna hit.
You take 9 points of bludgeoning and 14 points of necrotic.
Flip. Okay.
I need
Thank
you to
you.
make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Nice.
21 against his DC of... Where is his DC? Spell save DC is 17, so you succeed.
That's what I get for drinking the mushroom brew.
Okay. So, that
Uh,
is the end of your turn. We go to Rylus.
1, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm gonna go to yeah. And I'm
Okay.
gonna do my yelly attacky slashy things.
Okay.
So it's gonna be attack with my main hand twice.
Okay. The first attack will hit, the second will miss.
And I take it's half of the damage I take.
Correct. So you're going to take 6. What's the damage type? Slashing, right?
Slashing, yes. It's also a magic weapon
Yep, I know.
as well. And I am going to attack with my offhand as well. The
Okay.
regular scimitar for
So
my
for your bonus?
action.
Okay. Just goes wide.
I will also action surge and just do that again. So 1, 2, and
You can action surge again.
I haven't action surged yet.
Oh, that was Thesco, you're right.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was me.
The first 2 will hit.
And I take
How do you want to do this?
oh what?
Nice.
Thank God.
Okay. I was not expecting that. I would like to kind of like slash at it. So it would be like hit. And scimitars are not good for stabbing, are they?
Sure
I'd
they
like
are.
to
Decapitate.
I was gonna say I'd like to kind of slash at it a bunch. Maybe it's like take like an arm, half an arm off or something like that, and then the final blow just kind of trying to pierce through its chest.
Okay.
Kind of like, I mean, yeah. I'd like to stab it through the heart. I'm being very specific.
Uh-huh.
And then
Make,
if it's dying, I'd like
Make
to
make an
pull-
intelligence check.
Not my forte. Not my forte. Intelligence.
Okay, you think you got it roughly through the heart.
All right, I'd like to, as like a free action, I'd like to try to like pull the scimitar out because they're kind of curved, so it's like
Yeah.
stuck.
Is
in its
initiative
chest, just,
order
like-
out now?
Yeah, you are
Like
out of
pulling it
initiative
out.
order.
I'm gonna walk over and grab Master's body because it was right next to him, and I'm pulling over to this corner.
Okay.
Wow, I felt useful. Good job, guys.
I'm gonna go search the sarcophagus.
Okay.
I'm gonna search the mummy. I don't know what this is. I'm
Double
curious.
check this treasure. I think I have to roll for this.
In the meantime, I'm gonna cast a level 3 Cure Wounds spell on Jin. So that is 3d8 plus 5. You grant 18 points of health back.
Hold on. You might not.
Oh, fuck's sakes.
Oh yeah,
I
how
thought
long
combat
am I
was
here?
over.
I'm
How long am I
checking the
cursed?
condition of the spell.
He had a not a, I don't know if a curse is the right word, but he had something that
some-
was afflicted on him
You
Right.
have harm, right?
that we don't really know.
Yeah,
while
his
that's happening-
his hit point maximum is reduced for 1 hour by an amount equal to the necrotic damage it took.
Okay, so I'll just burn my spell slot because I should have known that.
What is that, by the way? Like,
That is harm.
no, I meant like poison, disease.
Make a nature check.
Is this detect magic still going?
Detect magic is always going, basically.
Well,
What
you
is
have
it?
to
Wait,
cast it in the
that's
last
all-
10
Right.
It takes 10 minutes to cast it as a ritual. So,
So I'm looking over to Jandar as I just saw some spells happen. Whatever. Do you know what's going on here with our comrade?
He's not looking too well.
he has a faint necromancy aura around him.
This is some dark magic. That's all I know right now.
Jin, you can't make out whether it's poison, disease, curse.
I was checking the
I don't know.
mummy's body, by the way.
Yeah, I know. I'm still getting
No problem.
still getting the
Well-
treasure.
I'm immune to disease or poison, so I guess I can rule those two out.
Oh, well, in that case, then the heal works and you are healed because it was a disease.
Okay.
Sweet.
I lied. He
Nice.
looks perfectly fine.
Yeah, there's no aura around him whatsoever. He's just
Good joke, my lord. Good joke. Always like that one.
information that would have been
Magic
handy
detector.
halfway through battle.
You're like a mass dispeller and magic detector, just walking around.
Fuck.
You're fine.
Whatever.
I can't believe that
Fuck it.
happened.
Well, I
Um,
walked over to him, so I'm gonna use at least 1 point on land hand. I'm just gonna poke him with my finger. Do you feel better?
Okay. Thesco, you don't find anything on the mummy. He is
Oh my god.
At
pretty
all?
much. No, he wasn't
What
carrying
was he
anything.
hitting
with
us with? His hands?
Yeah,
Yep.
his hands.
His hands and magic. For Nick, I need 3 consecutive d20s, please.
3.
3.
While that's happening,
Does that
I'm
work?
just gonna look
That
around
works.
the room.
So, Nick, inside the sarcophagus, you find 3 platinum, 16 gold, and 17 silver.
Here, well, I would like to obviously
As
go
well
take a look at
as,
it.
underneath this bed of coins, a small golden ring.
I will take that ring.
Okay?
Ooh, that's shiny. Very nice.
What do the rest of you want to do?
I want to look around this room and make sure that it is what it seems.
Okay.
Just stone, I guess. If that makes sense.
I'm gonna cast bonfire on it. Use it as kindling. See if it like catches, makes the bonfire even better. On the mummy, that is.
Can I like take some time to see if I've
That's
actually
by the
like,
door, by the way.
It's fine.
I'm gonna try to drag the body away.
The mummy?
Like, yeah, just to this tile where I'm standing now.
He doesn't want me to catch the doorway on fire.
Well, I want to be able to walk out, essentially. And I'm gonna grab Master's body and bring it to like right here.
So now that the mummy has been defeated and you guys have done all your looting and stuff, what is it else that you wanted to do?
So we like own this now, right?
I made a shelter.
So since there's a bonfire, we can like see wall to wall to wall to wall, and it's just
in
like
the- oh no, you're going down here too. I was gonna say it's not
it's all
upstairs.
stone.
Yeah, it's all
Uh,
solid stone.
Hey,
Okay.
Jandar. Jandar, is this place haunted? Does your holiness let you know that?
You know what it does? It actually does. How do you know Paladin?
You are picking
No,
up
you-
a combination of conjuration and transmutation from all around you.
Hmm. This is some interesting magic. It's a mixture of a few.
Is it gonna collapse?
I hope not.
I could have said that.
As this conversation's going on, I'm gonna close the sarcophagus.
Hey-
sit
hey
on
guys.
top of it.
Guys,
Okay.
turns out I'm a paladin too. I don't think the
Um,
roof's gonna collapse.
I'm gonna walk over to the wall, any closest wall. So like I guess this one, and like
Okay.
place my hand on it
Sure.
and tell me what I should roll, because this character won't know at all. But it's for faith, kind of. He's gonna like place his hand on the wall, and he wants to try to feel if he will sense that this will collapse anytime soon.
Make a survival check.
I'm gonna go over to Jandar and say, I agree with you though. We should probably go upstairs. So if it does collapse on us, you know.
I was gonna say something though. Wait, hold off before you say that. Let him do that because I'm gonna say something first.
Okay.
So, I mean, it's not moving, it's not shaking, you don't hear anything.
After said comment that you said you're a paladin too, I use divine sense to see if I can feel anything else. I'm trying to do it like show spectacular, like
Oh yeah.
holy light, everything is
So
going around.
You guys,
The
you
paladin
guys,
bells and whistles.
you
Can I
guys
move
all
the
see
blinking lights so they're
as
spinning above his head?
you guys all see as he grabs his holy symbol and closes his eyes and then raises his hand, and you see this radiant light to spread out from his hands and kind of pulse once throughout the entire room before it fades back to nothingness, and he lets go of his holy symbol. You don't pick up any undead.
Yeah, nothing else is undead here.
I'll take that as a win.
Do you think it's gonna stand, or will it collapse?
Well, we might as well stand by the door just in case.
Oh.
I was more meaning, could we leave Master's body here while we go, perhaps save his soul? No?
The Tomb of Alaran. I like
You
that.
put him in the sarcophagus if you want.
Oh, that is true.
Is that
I'm
a
gonna
little
glare
grim?
at the party very menacingly.
Is that a little grim?
With the lid off.
It seems a
The
little grim, I
tomb?
guess, in hindsight.
That gives
I mean,
insight
it's
to
a
him.
safe
his
place.
death.
The temple of Alaran.
I'm gonna
This
turn
is-
over to
yeah,
Gabriel
this
and
is-
smile. That sounds better. Oh, I know.
So-
I keep track every time. My
Okay.
character's not gonna know though,
Right.
Because he's only heard like him say his own
Fair
name.
enough.
I think once.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't even know.
And I think
That's
that's
why I
when
call him
that was last
Master.
week when I was playing.
No, yeah, no.
And then I retconned
think
it.
That's the only. I think that's the only way. Like my characters, this character's heard Lauren's
Sure.
name. To be honest.
Fair enough. Fair enough. So, what do you guys want to do?
I'm gonna help him put Alaran in the sarcophagus.
We're doing this. I'm gonna look quizzically.
I mean, it's pretty safe. No one's
It
gonna.
did just come out of the ground hours ago. Not even.
No, this
It
was
means
like
it's new,
this was
right?
like 3 minutes ago.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
battle didn't take very long.
5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
I mean, we came in here and beat the shit out of a zombie, so it must be safe.
I would agree. I made a shelter.
Oh, so you made this?
What? I didn't make this.
I would like to stay down here.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Glyph of Warning
Okay.
and bind it to a level 4 Cure Wounds, and I'm going to put it inside of the sarcophagus with Lauren,
Okay.
so that when it's going to be on the condition that when he comes back to his body, the spell is projected onto him.
Okay.
So when the soul gets back.
That's
But
a little bit too specific. What we can do is say that if a living creature trips the glyph, the spell will be cast. I don't think
Okay.
you
What
can,
about?
I don't
what about
I don't think
living?
I don't think
I
you
was
can
under the
specifically
impression-
say that. I don't think you can specifically say if a Lauren.
I think you can set.
What if
any
a living
condition.
creature? What if a living creature enters the box that is closed? Because if it's a closed box, only a soul can get in, right?
I can reduce it to physical characteristics such as height or weight or creature kind or alignment.
There
So
you
I'm gonna box in all of the features of a Lauren.
Okay.
Say
So
roughly
really,
this guy.
yeah. So like really, the only chance of it triggering on somebody that's not intended is if it's somebody that has roughly the same characteristics
Is medium and half elf and chaotic neutral.
and exactly the same height and weight.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, that's even
Gabriel,
better.
make an intelligence check because you never did ask how tall or heavy he was. So
I'm looking right at him. He's in the box.
you have a measuring tape.
No, I'm still sitting on the box.
Well, the lid's off though.
He closed
put it
and
back
sat
on.
on it.
Oh,
Right after the battle, he closed it and sat on it.
I'm gonna use Mage Hand to push him off.
I don't think you can.
I can push you with 10 pounds of force.
Yeah. So you just kind of feel this like budge coming out of nowhere as this
Off.
like small 10-foot or 10-pound force against your body.
I think the mummy spirit is trying to talk to me.
Kel, I think this is probably the best spot for Master's body for the time being.
As soon as
Oh.
I hear,
Oh, right,
I'll
right.
say-
Let
If
me-
we
let me
if
get
we
him
can
on.
put some,
you gotta
some
go and stab it a
spells.
couple more times.
Sorry.
I was saying, as soon as I hear Kel say, it's the mummy's spirit again, I'm gonna go stab it a couple more times.
Okay. You just
Just
walk
like-
over and
If Gabriel can put some, spell conjuring, whatever you guys are calling it, on this box, so only Master's body can enter it, then I'm all for it.
I can only bind spells that I know. So all I can do is heal him if his body, or when his soul comes back to his body, he'll wake up and instantly receive a real big health boost.
Quick question, Jay.
Mhm.
Was my character reduced in health, or he just went comatose? Or is that too meta right
I
now?
will let you know. Give me 1 sec.
Okay. Because if
This meta break also brought to you by Amazon Prime.
if that's your concern, me and Master were just eating bread when he, or no, we were just sitting there in morning time when he went comatose. So I think he was in a good state, good health.
The wording says, while your soul is trapped in this way, your body is incapacitated.
So is it just on like hiatus?
Yeah, that's probably a good way of putting it.
Okay,
Like a
then,
coma.
Yeah, I was at full because we had just woken up.
Okay. It takes an
important-
hour to cast the spell, so
Okay.
I can change it instead. Okay, how about this? Let's put him in the box and say if anybody but one of us or him tries to open the box, I should put this at the door, not on top of him, because I can make stuff
Agreed.
explode.
Nothing exploding on Master, please.
But you're cool with nearby, Master?
Oh yeah, that's totally fine.
Cool.
As long
I'm
as
gonna go-
Master die and I don't die, and I'm a knight, we're Gucci. What's Gucci?
Okay, I'll go to the bottom of the stairs then.
Okay.
I'm gonna put a glyph that say if any one of us that's not, or if anyone tries to go down the stairs and into this room, and it's not one of us, it's going to explode with 5d8 acid damage.
Fucking rip.
Sounds
Jesus.
great. I'm gonna try to.
Condition is if it's not one of you.
Were there any of the mummy's wraps that didn't get burnt, or were they all incinerated?
Explodes acid of how much?
5d8.
Alright, sorry.
The mummy is on fire right now too.
Where? Were there any?
Stabbing a flaming corpse.
Let me
Nice.
rephrase. Is there anything I can make a makeshift like pillow for Aloran's head?
It's whatever you guys got on you. This crypt has
I hand him
nothing.
Oh,
Yeah,
there's
piece
nothing.
of
on
bread.
it. Okay.
Oh, I've got something to make him more comfortable.
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna-
lift his head and wait.
Cast Druidcraft and have a bunch of flowers bloom underneath him.
Okay.
Get more comfortable.
I'd
That's
still like
pretty
to go put a piece of bread underneath his head as well.
I'm gonna after seeing that, I'm gonna go give Kel just a hug. Thank you. You helped, Master.
I don't like being touched.
I stand there expectantly for a hug as well. Just
After seeing that, I'm gonna like look at him for a minute, and then go give him a hug.
Okay. Hugs all around. Okay. So, how long are you guys hanging out in the this little tomb, and what else would you
You
guys
said it
like to do?
Did
You guys
say it
wait
takes
for an
to
hour.
cast the spell?
You guys wait
Yeah,
for an
okay.
hour as Gabriel's casting the spell, the glyph, and
While he's
All
casting the spell, I would like to go upstairs and talk to the people outside.
so make sure you
Yeah,
mark
but-
off the spell charge for the glyph and the spell that you put in the glyph.
The glyph of warding spell is the only one I need to mark off because I can.
Okay.
Yeah, but thank you.
Alright. No worries. Just make sure you're tracking it.
If we're gonna be here for a while, I might do another one. I got one more spell slot.
Should we just rest here,
Also-
guys?
I
It
did
is
mention
nighttime.
it. I did mention it before the Christmas break, and I mentioned it once since then. You guys are tracking your components, right? Because you guys cast a lot of spells. Spells require components, and you guys have never shopped for components.
I'll be completely honest. On my character, I wasn't, but we started talking about that when I wasn't playing my character. So
Yeah.
when we go back, I will most definitely will be.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't know.
And
we were
I
doing
can
components.
I can
said
like
it
go
twice.
back and tell you.
I mean, we did have a couple shopping things, so you could almost say like,
Yeah, you can just take gold from us too.
I'm not gonna just take gold from you. We'll figure it out
But,
after tonight.
Yeah.
Alright. So, what do you guys want to do?
I
Who's
would
all
like to
heading
go check in
upstairs?
on-
Okay.
Yeah, boy.
So
I'd
just
like to
those
check
three?
in on the people upstairs or up. Yeah, upstairs. I'd like to see if their carts are undamaged and
Okay.
they need
What they
help.
have to sell.
So, as
That-
Thesco, Jandar, and Rylus make your way upstairs and out of the pyramid, you can see this is now about an hour and 10 minutes after the whole pyramid got finished coming up. You guys walk out, and you can see by this point all 6 of the caravan is completely unpacked. You can see these very large tents made out of like these wooden posts that stand straight up, and then like very large draped canvas over the tops and sides to make very, very large tents. There are a small handful of people just kind of milling about. Most of them having a sword and dagger on their hips, and they're just kind of walking the perimeter. And you see Talon over by the main big tent, and he sees you guys approaching and goes, "Oh, hey, you guys have been gone for what? That's cool. Is that like a tent thing that you guys do?"
Totally. Do you have any I'm gonna look back to my party mates, kind of confused, and then look back. Bread? I think you you put it in your mouth, and it makes you feel like heavy.
As soon as he finishes saying that, I'd like to go put my hand on his shoulder. Oh, my friend, you mean ale? You have any ale?
Yes.
We have
Is that-
ale
yeah.
and we have bread. Yeah.
Best of both worlds.
Is that like liquid
and
bread?
Solid bread.
Yes, it's like liquid bread.
I would like to partake.
Okay. Go ahead.
I do want to say, as they all went upstairs, I'm sitting down and looking at my ring and attuning to it if it's magical, I guess.
Okay.
Admiring it, I guess.
Sure.
Yes, precious.
I'm gonna say, can we go view the carts then? Like we agreed upon beforehand.
Talon goes, most of it's unpacked, but yeah, feel free.
I'd like to mosey on through the carts.
He
I'm
just
gonna
walks.
act as the
He walks
guard.
with you as you guys are walking through, and you can see most of the carts are just like. You kind of get the impression by like the second or third cart that this is a traveling caravan of traders and bards. There's a lot of musical equipment, a couple sets of armor here or there, some weapons here or there.
Was
some
Talon walking
potions,
with
vials,
us?
scrolls. Oh yeah. And he's
As we're
pointing out
walking,
each cart as you guys get to it. He's telling you what's inside and stuff.
As we're walking, I want to ask you, so where did you guys originally come from? You were coming, from the northeast or northwest. Where did you stop there or?
The knight raises a good point.
Well,
This is not
we're
an often traveled path.
well, it is by us. There's nobody here to ransack us. We don't have to worry about being on guard as much. But we are just a simple bard troop with a caravan that we travel with, and we travel all across the countryside selling our wares and selling a good time to the people that we come across.
I'm gonna look over to Jandar as he's saying that. Do you believe what this man's saying?
He's like, our most recent stop was in Prissa, and we were heading down to Yona.
I did an insight check in that.
I see it. Yeah, he's not a single word of what he said is a lie.
Oh, yeah, I say, oh, interesting. I haven't seen you around, but I do believe you. It seems like you're well-traveled. Look at the cards.
Yeah, every couple of weeks we come through. We just make our way from side to side, from the east to the west to the east, north to the south, south to the north.
So what
Back
was
and forth.
the keep like, just to the northwest?
Grisly tale, that one. I think
You
I'm gonna
just
need...
left there, obviously, right?
Well, we don't stop in at the keep. We pass it quickly. But,
Oh.
I'm gonna need some more
So
alcohol.
that's why
in
you're
me if-
stopping here.
Yeah, it's better here than there. But, I'm gonna need some alcohol in me if I'm gonna talk about that place anymore, so...
I'm gonna walk over and
I'd
put
like
my
to
arm
pat him
over
on
his
the
shoulder.
back. Yeah.
And
Same
then, yeah. So we're doing it on both sides.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna look
it's
over
less
at
like
Rylas.
this for you and more like this. Like he's a halfling.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna look over at Rylas and kind of smile, and then say, "Why don't you, show us to the ale, and please, I want to know everything about this keep. Anything
All
you
right.
know."
very well. Well, come with me, and he takes you to the largest of all the tents. It's the one set up in the center. There's a couple tents on the outside, and he pulls back a flap, and you can hear coming from the inside, rowdy crowd, jaunty, happy music inside as they are celebrating and playing music and having a great time. You can see them kicking on each other, and there's a couple people standing on
This is joyous.
standing on top of
this
the
is a great sign.
standing on top of the tables and dancing and handing each other ale and drinking the ale, and there's a small little fight going on in the corner of two people each with ale, and one's trying to smack the ale out of the other's hand, and they're like trying to hold the ale away but they smack the other person's ale. It looks like a fun environment.
I'd like to go partake in that ale slapping game immediately. As soon as I see them trying to just
So you just walk
Head
over
right
and you're
on.
just gonna try and slap them both, or what?
No, I'd like to grab my own ale, and if there's one passing by on a tray, try to grab one and then join in and be like, "What is this?"
Sure.
And
Talon's
then just smack one of their ales out of their hand.
Talon's like, hey, 5 silver for the night if you're okay with that. Take as much ale as you want.
I toss him 5 silver.
What is silver?
I've got him too.
I only have the.
Why the
You-
fuck did the music stop?
You have me. It's good for me.
It's still going.
Good for
Not for me. It just stopped playing.
The tracks have been weird all night.
Yeah, I know.
So I just hand him a gold piece. That's 10 silver, technically, right?
Is that 10 silver?
Yeah, it's 10s.
Or-
Yeah.
Are you saying that out loud or no?
I would
Because if so,
love
you're
to.
teaching me.
Yeah, I believe it's 10 silver to a. I don't
Oh,
even
so that's
feel
what these are. And I'm gonna
Jeez.
show Rylas. I have 16 gold and 1 platinum. What is this other color here?
Put that away. Just hide that.
Oh,
From us.
okay.
I'm gonna pitch in my 5 silver too and grab a net.
I paid for the night. Get it? I paid for the night's night.
Well played.
Thank you.
Fuck.
I've been
I
writing.
don't
down
have any
breadcrumbs.
silver, so I'm just giving him a gold piece too.
Okay.
That probably pays for somebody else too.
Silver is for the poor. So this game, how does one play it? Must
Says,
I
well,
smack the ale?
You find a person, you smack the ale.
I just
Can we play against each other?
Sure.
Is that
Way loud. Holy shit. Sorry. There we go. Sorry. Yeah, so he's like, yeah, you got your ale in your hand, walk up to somebody else with ale and give it a slap.
What's the prize? What is
There
the
isn't
prize,
one.
actually?
We just get hammered and have fun.
Oh.
He just reaches over and grabs a tankard and slams it against one of your guys', whoever is closest, and just smacks it and just starts drinking.
Oh, I'm doing the same. Can I try to smack it out of his hands as he's drinking it?
Sure, make a sleight of hand check. Okay, so you reach up and attempt to smack it out of his hands. As he, clings it against yours, and as he goes to drink it, you just smack it, and it just dumps all over his face, clatters to the ground, and he's like, "You catch on quick!"
And I start slamming mine.
Nice.
As I'm looking around the room and I'm holding my tankard, is everybody like sipping it or are they slamming it? What's the general consensus here?
Some are sipping, some are slamming. It depends on if they're in
Give
the
me
middle of
like
conversations or not.
what's the majority?
There's about
You don't know
30
how to
people
drink,
in here. 20 of them are just drinking heavy.
Then I'm gonna pick up on that, and I don't know what this is, and I'm gonna
Okay.
act like they do, and I'm just gonna down it all.
All right, you just start drinking.
Or-
I'm not gonna
Yeah,
I'm not gonna have you make a check. You're just gonna be hammered. Like,
Yeah, I
couple
should be.
drinks in, you're gonna be like,
Never
ah.
had one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be sipping with my pinky out while I'm doing it.
Okay. We're gonna cut back to the other side of the group. 2 hours since the battle has passed. You guys just still chilling?
So at this point, sorry, in 2 hours we've been drinking for like 50 minutes or so.
Yeah, roughly that.
Yeah.
I would drunkenly like to try to bring the half elf into the pyramid. Like, look at this place.
As you go to leave the tent, he is just like, I'm not going in there.
It's a bit weird.
I'm gonna be on the main floor coming out saying you definitely don't want to go in there. This place is haunted. Fuck.
Sounds like a plan. He just turns around and walks right back in and just starts drinking some more.
Yeah, I'll follow Gabriel.
Okay.
I'm gonna head to a cart looking to barter for some wood. Not that kind of wood. I'm looking for some signage so that I can put up like a warning sign.
There's like guards walking around, but anybody that has a cart is inside the tents.
All right. I'm gonna start asking around for a merchant.
Okay, so you go inside the like main tent and you're just like, anybody a merchant?
No,
As-
like, hey, are you a merchant? Hey, do you know a
Oh,
merchant?
okay.
Do you know a
So
merchant? Hey, buddy.
You walk in, turn to the first table on the left. There's 3 people sitting there. One is a fair-skinned elf with red hair, green eyes, slender hips, and a full bosom. You also see a halfling male with his shirt undone past the 2 top buttons. Very ripped, muscles just on top of muscles. And you also see a tiefling with lavender skin, short horns that only go a few inches past his hair, which is heavily mussed up, perhaps in a poor attempt to hide his horns. And they're just kind of sitting there drinking, the tiefling drinking quite quickly, the other 2 just kind of sipping daintily as you walk in. And the woman kind of stands up and goes, well, hello, my name is Gwen. What can I do for you?
How much for the table?
This table?
Yeah, this table, the one that you're sitting at. I would like to buy it from you.
3 gold?
Yeah, deal. I'm gonna hand you 3 gold.
Okay. Thank
I'm
you.
just gonna-
Well, they
Is
just
it
reach
round
down
or
and
square?
start. It's a square, rectangle. They
Cool,
just like
I'm gonna-
reach down and grab their food and like step back and like just watch in
I'm
amazement.
gonna awkwardly just start pulling it out of the tent.
Okay. You just grab it and start across the little rivet in the road from the wheels and just dragging it across to the pyramid.
Cool.
Okay.
Do I see that happening?
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna.
You see
walk
that
over-
happening simultaneously while that is also happening simultaneously while it's happening again.
Perfect. That's what I was hoping. I'm gonna walk over to. So I see it 3 times, right?
All
I'm
right
gonna
next to each
go-
other.
I'm gonna go to the furthest right one.
Okay.
Actually, let me rephrase. Looking at the tent opening or whatever, where, like, in what position do I see all 3, or are they just all perfectly aligned?
You see the female elf, the halfling, and the tiefling standing right next to the flap where it's open, and then so it's the elf closest to the door, then it's the halfling, then the tiefling. Next to the tiefling is a female elf, and then a male halfling and a lavender tiefling, and next to a female elf. You get the point.
Okay, so I'm gonna go to the furthest, most right party.
Okay. So you walk
That's
over
what-
and. You just-
Hey! And I'm gonna slosh my drink around.
You hear a voice from about 4 or 5 feet to your left. Hello.
I'm gonna swing around very, like, all over the place.
The world is just spinning for a second as you come to a stop, and everybody's just kind of moving like this.
And I'm gonna fall on my butt.
Okay. You do that.
Whoa!
Try to pick him up and put him on his feet. Like, not time for this as yet. Sleeping, and just pat him on the back and walk away and back into the crowd.
Okay.
I'm just
Um,
gonna be confused and kind of stand and stare.
Um.
I'm outside busting the legs off the table.
Okay. So while you guys are getting rowdy and drunk, Kel, what are you doing inside the pyramid?
I'm sitting in front of the sarcophagus with my back against it.
Okay.
I'm still in shock of the fact that I killed children.
Fair point. So, roughly around the 3-hour mark after the battle, everybody in your respective positions hear a rumble and feel a faint shift in the earth. And that's where we're going to go to break.
I'm dashing into the temple. That's
Yeah,
where we're gonna pick up.
I would like to.
We're going to break. We're going to break,
That's
boys.
That's
Oh,
what I'm going to be
man.
doing.
So,
What does it
stream.
feel like? Can I ask
It-
that?
Yeah, it felt like the exact same thing that happened before
In
the
the
pyramid
beginning?
went up, yes.
Fuck my ass.
So, stream, we'll be right back in like 5-10 minutes real quick. We're just going to take a quick halfway break here, and then we'll be back to figure out what the fuck that noise was. Stay tuned.
Wait, is the pyramid disappearing?
The ground's
So
rumbling.
2 more
Gotta
minutes.
make our own content.
You need 2 more minutes. That's unfortunate considering we're back.
But Maple Story.
Anyway, welcome back to the conclusion of episode number 10 of whatever the fuck we're playing. Roll for it, Fallen Empire. So, with the sudden sound effects that you guys had just now witnessed, you guys hear the rumbling and you feel the rumbling in the earth as something very reminiscent before the pyramid came up is happening right now.
I'm
What do you
gonna
guys do?
drunkenly try to stand up. Actually,
Okay.
I don't know what drunk is. I'm gonna try to stand up, and I'm wobbly.
Okay. You stand up,
I'm
you
gonna
are wobbly.
start shouting, "Everybody out! Everybody out! I've got this! Everybody out!" I'm charging into the pyramid.
I'm
Okay.
gonna follow Gabriel as best I can.
No, you two stay out. I've got this. I got a thing.
No, Master's body.
I got it.
Master's body. And I'm gonna slur, and I'm gonna run in behind him. I don't care.
So, as Gabriel, you run down into the pyramid, being chased by Thesco. You guys
Okay.
get to the bottom, and Jin, you're still down there, aren't you? Or are you upstairs?
I followed
Okay.
Gabriel up.
Okay, so then you guys go to the bottom of the stairs where you see Kel sitting cross-legged, staring at the floor. Very much like a dog that just peed on the floor.
Cal, we need to go. I'm gonna run over and grab Alarin.
Okay.
Alarin.
help
Oh,
God damn it.
So
I'm
you
gonna help him
where?
grab.
you grab the stone
Alarin's
sarcophagus and just shove the top to the side. Lauren's body is inside the sarcophagus. You grab it,
Yep.
sling it over your shoulder, and you just start running for the door.
Okay, I'm gonna try and steady the drunk guy while he's carrying the body.
Oh no, it's on your shoulder.
And then I'm looking back. My shoulder?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm trying to help you. Are you the same size?
yeah, but I've got no strength.
It's
Doesn't
fine.
matter.
This is all just for flavor.
It's all medium.
Okay, Kel, you gotta come with us. The temple is gonna sink.
I don't think so. I'll stay
Kel.
here.
Kel? Come on, Kel. I'm gonna run over and
I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna hand the body to you. I got
Okay,
this.
I'm gonna take Master's body and I'm
Get
gonna
your
go.
master out.
I'm gonna go.
Okay, Thesco
Oh,
grabs the
yeah.
body and just books it outside of the room.
So, question from the outside: is it sinking? Like, do we see it
You can
sinking while they,
see
like, are in the
in
bottom?
the time that they've been gone, which is only about a minute, it's maybe sunk 2 inches.
All right, I'd like to stick my head in the door and yell, "Don't forget the bread!"
As you're saying that, Thesco comes running right past you, carrying a Lauren on his back, just running.
I'm gonna run
Wow.
out and put Lauren's body down 10 feet away from the largest opening from the pyramid, so as it sinks, it'll be fine.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk over to Cal and sit down on the floor with him.
Okay.
Hey, buddy. Why do you want to stay in the temple?
I killed people.
While that's happening, I'm gonna start digging.
Hold
Worry
on, hold on.
about-
Let them play out the scene first. Go ahead, guys.
I killed children. I wasn't supposed to kill children.
There comes a time when you're gonna try and do the right thing. And even though you're doing your very best, the world is gonna make sure that it's not gonna happen. And that's just life. When I went into the woods and 2 of our party mates didn't come back out, we were doing our best, but it just didn't work out. The only thing that you can do is use the time that you've got to try and fix it. Because opting out is kind of bad too. Right?
I don't want to be bad. I'm already bad though. I killed.
I've done a lot of bad stuff too, but I'm going to spend a lot of my time making it better. And I can try and show you how to do that. You let me.
Okay.
How tall is this room, Jay?
It's a 10-foot ceiling.
Cool. I'm going to grab him and I'm going to dimension door us 80 feet straight up into the air and put us on the top of the pyramid.
Okay. Sweet. So you guys, with a flash, all of a sudden you're outside and you're holding on to the pyramid as it's slowly going down. Roughly, maybe 5 minutes later, it's down at the point and the dirt is all filling in around you as you get to the point where you're only about 2 feet above the ground on the sinking pyramid. What do you do? Okay.
I'm drinking in the tent.
I would probably have been so astounded that as soon as I saw them, I would go get ale and have it like ready for them when they're there. Just like, here you go.
Okay.
I'm
And
gonna
then-
I'm gonna grab his ale and sit down at the table that has no legs on it.
Okay. And Thesco, what are you doing?
I still was. As it was collapsing, I was like digging a hole in the entryway.
Yeah.
And I still was until it like went all the way down because I didn't notice because my back was turned.
Yeah, you're just like doggy digging, like frantically,
Yeah,
trying to keep some sort of entrance there, and you kind of the rumbling stops, and you turn around and you see Kel and Gabriel just walking towards you.
Oh, thank goodness. Will someone help me get Master's body on the handcart?
Okay, I'll help you.
Thanks, buddy. And before we do that, I'm gonna walk over and give Kel a hug.
Okay.
Thanks for all your help here. Really appreciate it, bud.
You got it.
Okay. As you guys all walk back to the main kind of bar tent, you guys all walk back in and prop yourselves up at a table for those that want to, and those that want to be outside can be outside. Kind of all sit
I'll
down
go.
and having the trials that you just went over the last couple hours. Just grab an ale, start drinking.
How long has it been since the beginning of that, I guess?
Since the beginning of it going down, or like this whole ordeal?
The whole ordeal.
The whole ordeal about 3.5 hours. So you're looking at about 9 or 10 o'clock at night by this point.
So we have about 4 more hours of that temporary hit points then?
Yeah.
Okay, I was just trying to keep track of it as well.
Yep. So as you guys are kind of sitting there, Talon walks over with a bunch of different cups of ale, and he sets them all down and pushes one towards each of you and takes a seat at the table and wordlessly lifts it up and starts drinking. So,
I'm all messed up and rattled, so I'm just gonna sit there and quietly drink.
aside from that, is there any word from the east?
No.
All right.
I don't know which way east is.
It's the
Is
way
that like
you
a
guys.
type of bread?
It's the way you guys came from. Is there
Well, I've
anything
heard
we
about
should be
these
aware of?
two dashing people running Visgate. Heard they're quite great people.
I have heard of them.
What about you?
I mean, Prissa's been pretty quiet the last little while, and not a lot going on there. There's a little bit of a political power struggle going on in Zessel, and we went as far south as Ansgen.
Tell me more about this power struggle.
Well, as you guys know, the Emperor went missing and abdicated a while back, some couple of years ago, and Zessel is the seat of the Empire, and a bunch of noble families are trying to take control and rebuild the Empire. Some others are trying to build a republic, and the two current leaders, one's Imperial, one's a Republican, and there's quite fierce political debates going back and forth, with neither of them getting the upper hand yet, but
Are they trying to build a wall?
I haven't heard anything about a wall.
Make Visgate great again.
That'd be Zessel, but yeah.
No, I like what you said,
Fucks.
Bard.
Vizgate should be great. Still.
Last I heard,
Sure,
Visgate
great.
did have a wall, so, drink to that.
Is it able to be cut through?
No, it's stone, I think. You guys
Oh.
just came from Visgate, you didn't see it?
I don't pay
It
attention
was a
very
great
much.
It only costs 5.4 billion copper.
Really?
Isn't
I heard it was 1.5 billion originally.
Yeah, and I heard Zephyr's gonna pay for it.
Huh.
is my character still?
We just got
intoxicated?
way too meta. Let's just get it on back. Anyway.
Is my character still drunk?
Oh yeah. You're gonna be drunk for quite some time.
Okay, well, I only know how to drink one way. So it's 9 o'clock ish, you said?
Yeah.
Perfect. I'm gonna down half of it in one gulp.
Okay.
Cause that's what I've seen.
Sure.
I'm gonna slam it down and look around. Did I do good? Ooh, sorry.
Well done,
That'll be the drink.
That was some next level RP.
As you guys are talking, Talon just kind of gets up from the table and drops his mug back down and goes, "Well, I think it's time for a more jaunty tune, don't you?" Just kind of gets
What
up
do you
and
mean?
pulls the loot off of his back, steps up onto your table and slams it down a couple of times. The celebration comes to a halt, and he says, "Well, my family, one more before we go to bed." And everyone's like, "Ah!" Seems to be some sort of nightly ritual as they strike up the band and start playing a final song before the night comes to a close.
I can join in, right?
Yeah, if you want to. Roll performance. Roll history to see if you know the song.
Oh, if I got a good performance, I don't need to know the song. I am the song.
Fair enough. Roll performance. Yeah, okay. So you give it a couple of seconds and you kind of hear it going and you're like, all right. And then you just start playing along.
I'm going to use my special Glamour Bard thing at level 3 and use Enthralling Performance.
Okay.
And get all of the most wealthy people to be charmed by me. Everyone that looks really clean and expensive. And
That
I'm
would
gonna
be
pick
nobody.
5. What? Oh, damn it.
Everybody has been on the road for days. They all are covered in road dust and are not looking particularly cleanly.
The
Clean.
best of the worst, then.
Yeah. But you can see now that Talon that you had met, as well as Gwen, the elf, the other halfling, the tiefling, all are kind of each playing instruments at this point. And they're jumping around on tables and, hey, there's Gwen.
Okay, well then I'm just gonna talk up Vizgate and sing about how awesome Vizgate is, and make sure that everybody's talking about the two nobles, the two handsome nobles who
Okay.
run the perfect city of Vizgate.
Okay.
While that's happening, can I start dancing?
Oh, yeah. Make a
I wanna,
performance check.
I wanna down the rest of my drink, and then do I need to use inspiration before I roll?
Yes, you need to declare that you're using it before
Okay.
you roll.
So I'm gonna drink.
It's going to be a performance with disadvantage. So, because you're drunk as fuck. Okay.
Yeah.
Have at it.
Performance you said?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. So you're just kind of on the table and you're like dancing around. Every now and then you like stumble a little bit. At one point you kick Rylus's drink. It flies off the table and hits the canvas siding and clatters to the ground.
I'd like to yell, "Good one!" and just like start slamming the table.
I'm happy because this is like the first adventure that we've done that I've been a part of.
Okay.
So I feel happy that we can get Master's body back.
Okay. So, eventually, the song comes to an end, as I'm slightly too quick. There we go. And everybody kind of puts their stuff away, and as quickly as they all got up and started dancing and singing, they all kind of come down too for the end of the night. And Talon comes over to you guys and says, "Well, this was fun. I think we're gonna hit the hay, as they
Talon.
say."
Hey, before yeah, go ahead,
Talon.
Rylas.
That song was great. What was it?
It's kind of a song about our life.
Well, what was it? It was really good.
It's a song we wrote a little while back.
But
Like I said, it's.
could you teach
Wait.
our music man to play it?
I mean,
Yeah.
you should have heard it.
Better than him.
Would you happen to have some wagon parts for sale?
Not really. I mean, we could maybe.
What about a wagon?
I'm just
probably-
looking for
What
four
wagon?
4 wheels, 2 axles, some minor linkage, a bed, and a canopy.
Yeah.
With all of the riding gear attachments and a bench for the front.
Maybe a horse to pull it.
Yeah, two horses. Because sometimes that guy's a bear.
Like how much would that
Well-
run?
As far as like letting you guys go with like some parts, I don't know if we can do that, but we can let you have one of the caravans and a couple of horses to haul if you're up to that. But I mean, it's not going to be cheap.
I mean, name a price.
Not gonna be cheap is my middle name.
Say
That's a long middle
Slap
name.
Bart on the back. She's like, "That was a great joke."
What's a middle name?
what about 200 gold pieces?
Well, hold on. I'm gonna use my. Yeah, exactly. Seeing as how we, I'm assuming the Lord here, in his good nature, has gotten the best of him again, and we haven't taxed you on moving through the land or for squatting or any of the damage that your carts do to the road. I mean, all forgivable, completely understandable, right? But we could just drop all the fees and drop all the nonsense if you just, cut us a break a little bit on the price, and you scratch my back and we'll scratch your back, or ensure that your back is not being scratched. That's how you do that.
Or scratched in the
Make
right
a
way.
persuasion check. He goes, okay, what's the number you're thinking of then?
170.
I can do that.
Deal.
Dale reaches over and shakes your hand.
I will pass him 170 gold pieces.
Okay, you do that.
Point
And
me
he says,
towards my wagon, Talon.
It's the one right down there at the back on the left.
You walk me over?
Absolutely.
And the horses? Which ones are the horses?
They're already attached to it.
Oh, okay.
He kind of gets up and walks with you to the back of that cart and says, "Here it is.
How's it look?
Make a perception check. Or investigation, if you prefer."
I'll do investigation.
Okay.
I'm appraising it.
I mean, it's road worn, but surprisingly good condition.
All right.
It doesn't look like it's the best condition one that they had, but it's also not the worst.
Can I go check out the horses that are attached?
Yeah, I mean, you stand right there and you kind of look at the horses and make a
Reliable beast.
be nature insight. Make an insight check on the horses. I mean, they're horses, so they're kind of hard to read, but you know, they got long faces and 4 hooves and a
I mean, you
tail.
can-
So
yeah, no.
no, they look healthy. They look like they've been well maintained and relatively happy horses.
I'd just like to pet one of them for a little bit.
Sure, you do that.
Befriend the horses.
I'm going to slowly wheel Master's cart over.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll help him lift
As-
Lauren into the cart.
As he's wheeling him over, Talon grabs you, Gabriel, by the arm and says, "Hey, if you don't mind, you want to take a little walk real quick?"
Yeah.
Okay. He kind of leads you 20, 30 feet away from the cart, and he says, "So, earlier you guys were asking about the keep. What do you want to know?"
Well, what's the news from the northeast?
Well, how far northeast do you want the news? Do you want me to tell you about the keep or anything past that?
The keep. The keep is our goal.
Well,
I won't hide that from you.
there's fact, and then there's rumor.
Give me
Fact is, there was a family that lived there, some 20 odd years ago, and they were quite a prosperous family, known for their generosity and fairness. And the Lord of the Keep was known for his tinkering. He was into all kinds of fun little contraptions and was really, by all accounts, a great man. And one day, one of his inventions went wrong, and it killed everybody. Everybody in the castle was killed trying to stop it. So that's what we know. The rumors are that since then, nobody ever really goes there, but every now and then you hear tales of somebody sneaking in to try and take the riches that the family had, and are never seen from again. And then there's another rumor that not everybody in the family died, that a couple got away. But who's to know for sure?
So where do the rumors come from if they all die?
You're not there. Sorry.
Oh fuck! Right. Sorry.
Do you know the family's name?
Let me think. Let's see if he knows. Bright talker, light stalker, kind walker. I don't know. Something. Weird name, I don't know.
I don't blame you. It's 20 years ago.
Yeah, at least.
Stories like that get a little bit caught up. Any recent news from it?
No, everybody that we talk to pretty much stays away from it. I think we're one of the only people that ever take this road because it goes right past. Everybody else tends to keep their distance.
I've got one more question for you.
Sure.
In the towns that you've been to, each of them, has there been a significant political change in the last recent time?
Stria, Ansgen, both of them.
Any similarities?
It's hard to say. I try not to get too involved politically, but, you know, sticking your neck out there tends to get you shortened by a head. But,
Fair enough. I won't pick your brain too much about that. The
From what-
information you've given us is spectacular.
from what I've picked up, the new Lord of Ansgen is kind of a dick.
Like, I'm charging too much on taxes and feeding only my family kind of a dick? Or, hey, you guys are wearing the wrong colors, I'm going to lock you in the dungeon for the rest of your life kind of dick?
No, more like everything is totally fine unless you do anything to upset me and then I shorten you by a head kind of dick.
I know that kind.
Yeah, they're not the great kind.
What city did you say that was?
That's Ansgen.
Ensgen.
Ansgen. Ansgan.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to remember that.
All right. Well, be safe. I'm gonna go to bed. Unless what?
Nah, I'm fine. I'm fine.
All right. Be safe. Kind of
You
walks
too.
back, which is kind of awkward because like you're both walking in the same direction for like 30 feet until you stop right by Rylus, and then Talon keeps walking. So it was kind of awkward for like the 20 feet when he was like, "All right, see you later," and then you guys walked parallel.
I'm looking at the wagon and everybody here. Is anybody sober besides me?
Well, Jandar's not
Yeah.
there.
I'm
Where's
not
Jin?
sober.
Oh no. Thesco is the opposite of sober.
I don't know what I am, but I am something.
He is
I'm happy. I was
he's-
dancing and I don't even know how to dance. I don't even know
Thesco
what dance
is way out of tune and singing the lyrics very badly to the song that was played at the end of the night.
Hell yeah.
While
Like
he's
wasted?
laying on the ground,
Acapella?
pointing at the stars.
I don't even know. No, I'm pointing at the moon. Or
The moon, yeah.
The shiny. The big and the shiny.
Yeah. I don't know where Jin Rylus is with you. It's up to him whether he's drunk, but Jin and Kel, I don't know where they are either. It's up to them.
I'm by the wagon.
Okay. And are you drunk?
I was drinking.
I'll leave it up to you because you're very familiar with alcohol. Are you tipsy, drunk, intoxicated?
I'm a little tipsy.
Okay. And then Kel?
I haven't been drinking tonight.
Okay. And where are you?
I've been following them around.
Okay. So, Rylus, are you drunk? Okay, so
Oh, yeah.
Rylus is drunk and Thesco's drunk. Jin is a little tipsy. And strangely, Jandar's nowhere to be found.
Okay. I'm going to bring all of them up to date as much as they're going to remember it. I'll tell them that the new Lord of Anskin is a bit of a dick, and he's been taking heads. I'm going to tell them that the keep we're going to has a monster rumored to be inhabiting it, and I'll tell them more about the monster when they're sober. But I believe it's probably some kind of construct based on the rumors. And not a lot of people make it out of there.
Where's Anskin?
I actually don't know that. I'm terrible with directions.
I guess I'm saying that we're all there, right?
Yeah, I don't have that map.
Can
I put it in the
we-
chat months
That-
ago.
that
It's
was
fine.
far
I'll send
away.
you a new one later.
Thank
It's
you.
far away though.
No worries.
Right?
Yeah, it's
On
basically
the other
the
side.
distance from where you were or from where you are right now to Visgate. It is pretty much across the continent from there.
I would like to do a check to see if I notice that Jandar is missing, because I am shit-faced.
Okay, make a perception check with disadvantage. Yeah,
don't. I
your
really
brother's gone.
I really like this. I really like this horse.
Okay. Anybody else want to do anything before we go figure out what's going on with Jandar?
I'm gonna crawl up into the wagon and look for a spot.
Okay. What are the rest of you guys doing for the night, except for Jandar?
I'm gonna sit on the front of the wagon.
Okay.
I'd probably eventually fall asleep underneath.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go lay down in the back.
Yeah, I'm gonna go lay down next to Master's body.
Okay. Jandar, make a persuasion check. I assume you're good with that roll and don't want to use luck.
Yeah, I'm good with that roll.
Okay. One sec.
I'm immune to disease. Let me just go with that.
I will send you information right now.
While this is happening, I'm gonna
1 second.
use my rope. Oh, okay.
Jandar, make a performance check.
Immune to disease, eh?
If you wanted to make a case for it, you could make it a dexterity roll. It's up to you.
I'm definitely doing dexterity.
Okay.
Acrobatics is just how I go.
Okay.
Wait, do you want me to roll acrobatics?
If you want to. It could be an acrobatic thing.
Fuck.
Are you good with the 8, or do you want to use a luck?
I'm using the luck.
Okay. Roll again. Okay, 8 or
Fuck.
4. So you're going to take an 8. Okay.
Take the 8. Take the 8.
Check your PMs. Okay. So, you guys all wake up in the morning to a bright and sunny day as
He
you
was taking
hear...
Lucky right there.
He was using Lucky, yes.
Can't he use his off the like disadvantage roll? All 3?
No, because it's already been rolled. And it was just a straight roll. So if you're, like, for example, if you were doing it at a table, you'd roll your d20, and then you'd be like, I'm going to use luck, and then you roll another d20. Because he didn't have disadvantage or advantage there, I ignore the second column.
Gotcha.
So you guys wake up in the morning, roughly 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning. You notice that all the bards and all of them are packing up their stuff, and it looks like they're just in the finishing steps of getting all their tents and stuff back onto the remaining 5 carts that they have. And Talon comes over and greets you all as you wake up, and wasn't there 6 of you? Where's the other one with all the armor?
He sleeps a lot.
Upon
I
hearing
wake
that, I
up.
kind of like
I'm a knight. No, I have armor.
Okay, well, good luck at the keep.
Are we missing one? I'm gonna look around. Start
Yeah.
counting.
I'll hop out the wagon.
I climb out from under the wagon, and then I noticed who's missing.
Okay.
And I would like to find out where he is.
I have a crooked smile on my face. I bust out my lute and I start singing a song called Walk of Shame, Walk of Shame. Jandar's Walk of Shame.
Your fingers are a little stiff from the sleep, but if you want to, Rylas, you can say whatever you're gonna say or PM him.
Oh, I was just gonna ask him where he was.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
And if he's safe, pretty much.
Oh.
So as you guys, as you're saying that, Talon's like, okay, guys, well, have a safe one. Good luck at the keep. And he turns back and starts running up to the lead cart. He gets on, and the whole cart procession starts to move. And you guys are like, that's weird. Jandar's not here. As you guys all see, slowly climbing out of the back of the last cart, and then slowly getting down on the ground, and then reaching back and grabbing his cloak and strapping it on, Jandar walking away from the 5th cart, walking towards you.
Walk of Shame, Walk of Shame. It's Jandar's Walk of Shame.
So you see him?
I'm gonna
You
wave
all
to
see
him.
him.
After I look back and I see that they're out of sight. I start waving to him.
I'm gonna wave back. He looks
gonna-
familiar, guys.
I'm gonna jog. Sorry guys, I needed a comfortable bed after the last night.
As he's saying that, he's got this like really big shit-eating grin across his face, but you guys can also tell he's like somewhat limping.
Smells like perfume, and did you get a name? Walk of Shame, Walk of Shame, Walk of Shame.
I'm like, yes, Erica was kind enough to let me her bed.
I'm gonna
And
slowly
she
look
kept
up.
it very warm for me too.
What's going on?
Princess Erica of Visgate.
Are we moving again?
Are you?
Once he gets back in, I'm gonna get the horses
Okay.
going again.
So you rally the horses
Okay.
and the group, get them back
Yeah,
on
I'll-
set.
I'll hop
Okay.
in.
I'll stand out on. Is there like a little porch for the person to like?
There's
With
a
the
bench
horses?
seat that can sit maybe 2 people on the carriage where you can like usher the horses and whatnot.
I'm gonna sit there and usher the horses. After I check on Master's body real quick.
Yeah, he's. So,
Perfect.
you load up everybody and you start heading to the northwest. You travel for what seems like forever, but in reality it's about 4 or 5 hours before you crest the top of the hill, and the forest kind of lets go a little bit and you can see wide open rolling hills, and then 2 hills over you see a pretty stalwart keep just sitting on top of a hill.
Keep just in the middle of like woods or a field or
Fields. There's
Cool.
a small smattering here and there of like small buildings kind of smattered around the keep, but for the most part, yeah, it's just fields. Perhaps a
Okay.
couple of farms maybe, but long disused. So it just looks
I'll just
like
keep
overgrown
practicing
fields.
my loot.
Is it all flat land?
It's rolling hills, but mostly flat. You know, it's kind of got
Is
some
the keep
curves to
up?
it, but
Is
The
the
cr-
keep raised higher?
it is on the highest hill in this kind of plateau
Okay.
valley-ish
Kinda
kind
what
of
I figured.
area.
Does it kind of have like a natural made moat around it then, or is there a part?
No moat, but it's more like they picked the area strategically to kind of build, giving them the high ground.
Let me rephrase, I guess. Is there a place where we could like group up on a corner or like a corner of it without them seeing us necessarily, like peeking the mountaintop?
Not really. The way that they designed the keep was so that no matter where they were, they could see all the way around. You kind of get the idea that whoever built the keep, this is like the perfect spot. Anybody that was going to invade, they would have warning of.
Okay, I'm gonna look. How far away are we?
Maybe like a mile or 2. Like you can see it. It's just out there.
Have they seen us? Can we tell?
You don't see any activity.
Okay. Am I the only one up here right now? I think. Yes. Anybody?
I guess so.
Okay, I'm gonna look in. Is there like a hole right there in the tent?
Yeah,
that I
it's all like covered and stuff, but you can like peel it back and be like.
All right, so I'm gonna peel it back and say, it's right here in front of us. Can someone come up here and maybe diplomacy this for me?
I'm gonna nudge Jandar.
I'll come up. I'll walk up. I'm kind of
And
limping
as
still.
soon as his back is turned, I'm
I'll
gonna start
help him
thinking
out.
about him again.
I'll help him up and onto the bench with me, and I'm
Okay.
gonna kind of point out the things that I saw at least.
Okay.
A bastard might be born of this, depending on your aim. Walk of shame, walk of shame, walk of shame.
I think I hear that and I do a little clap just because I have to give it to him. Like it just works for me.
I scowl at him very angrily. Just
Yeah, thanks for that inspiration.
Yeah, you can have inspiration for that if you didn't have one already. You can take one for
Thank
that,
you.
Derek.
Okay. Now at any since we're moving, I'm gonna be using what do you call it? Detect magic.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
definitely gonna be happening while we get close to.
Sure.
And then while we get closer, like we're a mile away, so we're going full speed. While we get like a half mile away, I want to kind of like slow up a little bit, so we're not like charging into this place.
Sure.
I don't want to look
Okay.
And
So-
I
you
can
know,
see.
aggressive by any means.
Yeah. So a little while later, like you get to that point where you figure, oh, we're about half a mile out, so you start slowing down, and the horses kind of slow down to a brisk walk, but by no means is it any kind of threatening way, and you just start making your way up towards the keep.
Do I see any movement that looks
None.
hostile in any way?
Actually, make a
None?
perception check. Make a perception check.
Okay. That's horrible. I'm not perceptive, by the way.
Yeah, you don't see anybody or anything for as far as you can see.
I'm gonna pop my head into the tent again. Do we have anything that maybe we could raise a white flag of sorts? Show that we're, not of harm? You're muted.
I'd like to open my bag and look in to see what I have, and just end up pulling out the last loaf of bread.
Okay.
I'm
It's
gonna
wet on
grab
the
that and start
It's a
eating
little
it.
wet. It's a little soggy.
I'm gonna take a bite and then start waving it.
Okay.
Farewell, bread.
Okay, you start
Ooh,
waving the
fun
bread
last.
as you guys come closer. Is anybody else wanting to do anything?
I'm gonna take out an onion and just start eating an onion.
Okay. Onion breath in an enclosed cart. Nothing can go wrong.
I'm on the front of the cart.
Oh, that's right.
no,
You are.
you're.
Yeah, you are.
Oh,
Wait, are you?
Yeah.
Okay,
You're
so there's
going
3
too
of you
far.
on the front of the cart. Then you're
Oh,
squished
okay.
in real tight. Because Nick
Ah,
didn't say anything when you asked. So I don't know.
Sorry.
that's
All
fine.
good. As you get closer and closer, you guys don't pick up anything magical in nature. There's nobody
I'm
around
gonna
as far as
stop
you can
about a
see.
quarter mile. Then, if I don't see anything, I'm gonna stop about a quarter mile out.
You do
Is
that
it still inclining?
Yep.
At this
at
point?
a slight degree. It's not like a huge ass hill that you gotta rocket up or anything. It's just at a very slight incline.
Then I'm gonna pull right and then kind of pull left and then kind of just put my cart perpendicular to the hill so it doesn't like move.
Sure.
And then I'm gonna look around to see if there's any like rocks.
Okay. Yeah, without too much trouble, you can find some roughly head-sized rocks.
Yeah, just to like put to block the tires so they don't
Sure.
move for now.
Yeah, you find a couple of them and you just kind of grab them and lodge them in the wheels.
Okay. When I do that, I'm going to pop my head back in to the rest of the people that are there, and I didn't see any movement. We're about a quarter mile out. I don't think it's wise to just storm up to the gates like this. Maybe be a little more stealthy and thoughtful about this.
You say stealthy, and I point to my armor. I'm not stealthy.
I'm a knight.
I prefer the direct approach if we're doing anything.
This
I
has
agree.
Master's body in it. I didn't want to sacrifice our cart that we just paid for.
There's always
Well,
another
it-
card. That's one thing you'll learn about life.
It has
Always
Master's
another.
body in it.
If we leave it here, who's watching it?
Might not be another body.
True. I just wanted to talk in consensus before we made rash decisions.
Yeah, if we leave it here, we'd have to split parties, and like
True,
our staying back in Bisgate said is we don't split parties.
So perhaps
Never split party.
we get the cart right up to the door, and then we get out.
If it
Don't,
makes you
don't ruin the cart.
if it makes you feel safer, I can take an hour, and I can booby trap our door. Then we
It's
can
too
leave your
close.
master here.
I feel like it's too close for him.
Oh no, it wouldn't explode or anything. I can be very precise with my magic. I can say anybody comes in this cart that ain't us, turns them into a chicken.
I'm gonna look around. What would you guys like to do?
I
we
mean,
can move
carrying
the
body
cart a
is
little bit
tough.
closer.
Carrying a body is.
I agree.
cumbersome.
I don't want to burden the party in any way. However, I am a knight and I am here to serve you and master.
I'm gonna get to work doing a glyph of warding on the bottom of the cart.
Okay.
Sorry,
Go
go
for
ahead.
it. Go for it. No, go for it.
Oh, I'm burning the rest of my spell slots.
Well, you had a long rest.
Oh, I did?
Yeah, you guys
Yeah.
just
Okay.
slept
Sleep
the
at
entire
night.
night.
Oh, right. Okay, I'm burning 2 spell slots.
Okay.
Fourth
so
third level.
Okay, so the glyph condition is
The glyph condition is if anyone tries to enter this wagon that is not us, it will turn them into a chicken.
so polymorph.
Yeah.
What's the DC?
DC save 17.
Okay.
And they make a wisdom save.
Wisdom DC 17, polymorph chicken, anyone not in party. Got it. What do the rest of you guys want to do?
I'm gonna get out the wagon and just kind of prepare to go in.
I'm waiting to get my my battle on.
Okay.
I'm stretching now. I got out of the wagon too.
Okay.
Some light calisthenics before the castle.
Sure. So as you guys are, as Gabriel's taking the hour to, prep his glyph and charge the spell and do that, you guys are stretching, kind of getting ready. What are you doing with Lauren's body? Leaving it in the cart?
Yeah, I was checking on it and then making sure it's not gonna move.
Okay.
And
So you just
then
kind of make sure it's snug and secure and...
getting out, and then I wanted. Do I need to make like a perception check to see how the cart's gonna hold up if it's not gonna move?
No, I'll just say that you did a pretty good job and you're pretty certain it's not going to move.
Okay.
Do you want to look for some rocks? We can shore up the wheels.
I'm not fucking with
I
you. I
already
just don't
did
want to
that.
add like 1,000
Oh.
rolls to it.
No,
Like,
no,
you're
that's
good.
perfect. I know.
Alright.
I was just RPing. it.
Wait, so are we gonna go up there directly or with the cart? Maybe I missed that part.
I was gonna leave the cart here.
Okay.
with the booby
Then
trap, and
if
see.
you're leaving it here, I'm gonna see if I can try to grab some things to cover it up.
we
so it doesn't
we, we can bring the cart right up to the wall. I just didn't want to attack with the cart. That was all. Do we want to bring it right up, like
So
against the
sometimes you
wall?
don't have to run in and attack things. You don't want to
Sure.
kill anything.
I mean, that's all I've seen. That's all I know. You've shown me the ways.
The diplomacy is a strategy.
Okay. then
Diplomacy
let-
is the act of talking instead of fighting.
I'm gonna get back on the bench, and then we'll take the rocks off, and then put them on the bench with me, and then bring the cart up, like parallel with the wall, but
Okay.
the wall, not the gate, if that makes sense.
Sure.
And then I'm gonna get off, put the rocks down so it doesn't roll anywhere.
Okay.
Make sure he didn't move, and then get off, and then prepare.
Okay.
I'm gonna be casting aid again while he's driving on me, Rylus, and what? I can't remember your name.
Fesco.
Thesco.
Okay.
So is that a 10? Is that 5 more?
No, that's just
it's
10
just
again.
now 5, yeah. Or is it 10?
It's 10.
Okay. So yeah, you just get, your max hit points goes up by 10 for the next 8 hours.
Oh no,
Like-
maybe it is only 5.
Oh,
No,
this,
it's
it
5.
ran
It's 5.
out probably, right?
5?
I
Oh,
ran
I
it.
thought you're not doing a 3rd level?
I don't have a 3rd level.
Oh, okay, so at 2nd level, your hit points maximum increases by 5 for the next 8 hours.
Okay.
So
Cool.
for the purposes of this, we'll just say add it to your temporary hit points. That way you don't have to
Yeah.
alter your hit points over and over.
I was
Because
about
then if
to
you
remove
forget,
it.
then it's like, I get 5 extra hit points for free. And it's like,
Yeah, I was about to remove it, and then that
okay.
solves that problem.
Any other preparations before you guys storms the castle?
I'm just gonna have my sword ready.
Okay.
I don't know if we're storming it per se. That's a terrible use of words right there.
It's
Whatever.
a
Diplomacy.
castle.
It's a keep. Keep is a
There
small
you go.
castle.
I have 4 table legs in my inventory. I'm gonna stake one into the ground and tie the horses to the stake,
Good call.
and I'll get one of you guys just smash this post into the ground?
Yeah,
I'm
I'll
not
get-
good with the arms.
I'll get the butt of my longsword and kind of like
Okay.
hammer it in.
Sure. Okay.
Okay, we're good. Secure.
Good. Excellent. So as you guys start making your way up the road, it's a little bit of a walk given that you're a quarter mile out, but you guys start walking and make your way up to the front of the keep. You make your way up to the keep walls on the exterior, and you see the large double doors that are made of wood. They open inwards. They're banded in iron. They look old, but not like an invading army came and like destroyed the place. So they look like relatively good condition, albeit old.
Detect magic.
Nothing. So-
I guess I'll start this off. Anyone there?
No response.
I'll go try to open the doors.
We
Okay.
did hear rumors of monsters here.
You walk up and kind of just push the door open about 3 feet or so. Very, very large, heavy wooden doors, but you do manage to open it. You guys all enter the main courtyard and start making your way up to the main building of the keep. As we talked about in the pre-show, I didn't have a whole hell of a lot of time to prep the map, so there's no dynamic lighting for this, and ignore any room that you're not in as far as meta purposes. But there you go.
Oh, blood.
So,
Ignore.
He
God.
just said ignore. What the hell? There's blood on the
alright,
steps here.
Stop moving your
Yes,
peoples. Let me put you in
yeah.
spots.
Awesome.
All right.
There is blood here, though.
Yes. As you guys walk up both sides of the steps, you get to the top of the steps, and you can see right here is a small pedestal, like where a cement statue may perhaps have been in the past, which is completely decimated. It's just almost flat with the stone of the floor. So,
I'm gonna look down at that because I was standing on it, and I'm gonna kind of move off of it and like look
Okay.
down at it, and then kind of take what you said in.
you can see a very, very faint kind of blood trail leading either up to or away from the main gate. You can see there are 2 long decayed bodies standing by the front door there.
What's the lighting like in this?
It's a little bit. It's considered dim light all the way throughout.
Okay.
Because there are windows and it is daylight, so there's a lot of sunlight coming in. But you do see a body there and there in the 2 corners. Long decayed, so it's literally just a skeleton in a suit of armor at this point.
Is this front door locked?
Are you checking it?
Yes.
It is locked. As
Okay, I'm
as
gonna
you can
bust
tell.
out my lockpick.
Detect
Okay.
magic.
Detect magic doesn't take anything. So
Are you
make a
guys
thieves.
sure we should be doing this?
Kel. It's for Master's body.
Absolutely, maybe.
Make a thieves' tools check for opening the front door with your lockpicks. Okay.
Well, that sucked.
So it takes you the better part of about 10 minutes, and you snap a couple of lockpicks along the way. But in your thieves' tools, there's quite a few lockpicks in there, and you're snap. God damn it! God damn it! About the 8-9 minute mark, and after he snaps his 3rd lockpick, all the rest of you are like, I don't know if he's gonna get into it. And just as you guys are starting to get uneasy and starting to be like, should I jump up and help? Like, Gabriel all of a sudden goes, I got it.
I'm gonna slide Jin a gold piece because I would have bet him that he wouldn't have been able to open it.
Okay.
So
Okay. But Gabriel, you do manage, after about 10 minutes and 3 lockpicks, to pick the door, and it swings inward.
I'm gonna push the door open.
Okay.
I pat him on the head and walk past him and stand right here.
As you
I
walk
walk
in, you can see another couple of bodies. There's one over here by that door, one over here by this door, one to your right by this door, and one directly ahead of you by this door. There is dried and old blood all over the floor. Like, at one point, this whole floor was just covered in about an inch of blood, and is long
Is there any part
dried.
that's fresher?
No. It all looks very, very old. You can also see on the stone structure, the walls, you can see deep carves taken out of, like, chunks out of the wall, like as if there was something slicing through the
Is
wall.
there blood in those carves?
Some of them do have very, very, very little amounts of trace blood spatter, like in the cuts in the wall.
Hey Jandar, you can start fires, right?
I can definitely start fires.
What do you say we start a fire outside and stack these bodies on it, just in case there's any kind of necro people about who want to make a
I
party?
didn't sense anything from any of these. We can do that if you really want to, but
I don't know. Attracting
Rylus?
more attention to Master might be the best idea.
That's
I don't
fair.
know about that.
Fire does kind of bring a lot of attention.
we
And
can
a
do it
burning pile
inside.
of bodies. I think maybe in a room.
Yeah.
It is all stone.
It is all stone.
But wouldn't the smoke choke us out?
In an enclosed environment, we would be fine for a while.
Let's pick a
I
room
mean,
with a window.
I don't really know. Maybe.
I'm going to go inside here. Is this door to the right locked?
Wait, is
Well-
Rylus gonna move or is he gonna stare at there? Because I'm gonna just be behind Rylus. So if
I
he's
was-
not moving, I'm not.
I was waiting for you guys to finish all that. So before Gabriel walked in, Rylus, you feel a cold feeling in the back of your head and down your neck.
I just go, "Brr." And that's it.
Okay.
What was that?
Are you cold?
I'm behind him.
A little bit, yeah.
Okay, that's the first time I've never seen you cold. Wait, how long is this beard?
It's like this. It's been
Oh,
twice
you're
now.
wearing the
Oh,
belt of dwarven
Oh,
kind. Shit.
Right.
Haven't
Uh,
rolled.
It grows.
Make
yeah,
a
that takes
D100.
precedence over everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everybody pause everything. 2 D100s
Stop.
immediately. Stat.
Beard rolls.
It
Oh,
determines
yeah.
it determines on how
cold he
he's
is.
cold he is. Exactly.
That's actually a good point.
Actually, it's based on a D100 roll, but so the 3 means that beard came in pretty fucking thick. The 62, nothing in the last night, but for all of yesterday, the day after the children murdering, up through the pyramidness, you guys
I
saw
wonder
like
why.
when he woke up the day after the child killing. Sorry, Nick. His beard looked like 2 or 3 inches longer and much more full. There has been no change today since last night.
I'm gonna say with that glorious beard, you're still cold.
Beard? What do you? And I just like do this again. Be like, oh, mother. Oh, is this a thing now? Well, I guess it's a chill down the back of my neck, not the front of my face.
Fair enough.
Sorry, I sneezed.
Okay. So, what did you guys want to do?
Detect magic is going, but I'm gonna, if there's enough room, I'm gonna go over here.
It's going for 10 minutes. So yeah, it's for now you're good. I'll let you know if you pick up anything. Gabriel,
like
what were you
to-
asking?
Oh, is this door locked?
That door is not locked. It is closed though, and you can see deep carves out of the door.
I would like to pull the body that's from here to like around here.
Okay.
Going off of the piling corpses theory.
Sure.
Was there
Yeah,
one right where I'm standing now?
No, it's basically right in front of Gabriel, slumped up against the wall.
I'm gonna try to grab that one and then pull it over
Okay.
to the other. Yeah.
Okay.
To like
So you
pile
do
it up.
that. So you guys have grabbed the 4 corpses from this room and the 2 from outside, and you drag them all into this room?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Might as well.
for now.
Okay.
I look around. Does anyone have a spear? If we're not lighting them on fire and just pin them
I'm
in.
gonna hand him. I have a dagger, and I'm gonna hand him
There was
that.
there was a mummy that came out of nowhere. So
Whoa! I
Yeah.
saw you stab him, and then I saw you think long and hard about the stab. So, are you sure you're up to the task? And I hand him the dagger.
well, this isn't big. I meant to pin them to the. I just hand back the dagger. Never mind.
What do you guys want to do?
I'm gonna say, guys, I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna use Divine Sense again. Or today, I guess I should say. Divine Sense today.
I'm gonna get ready to open this door with Gabriel.
Nick, it requires attunement, by the way, which you're attuned to, but that's the stats. Okay, so you cast Divine Sense. What's the radius?
60 feet.
60 feet. You do not pick up any undead.
Nah, I will let everyone know that I don't feel any undead presence, anything evil, at least not around this general area.
Okay, I'm gonna reach into my sand pouch and grab a fistful and push the door open with my other hand.
Okay, into this room.
I'm gonna
Okay.
have my longsword ready in one hand.
As you push open that door, you can see in this area over here, like you can't see around this corner quite yet, but you can see there's a leg sticking out from over here, a bone leg. Like all the bodies in here, none of them have flesh on them. I'll just give you all that information up front. So when I say body, it's literally a skeleton wearing armor. Over here, you can just see the feet sticking out. Against this wall, you can see another corpse, and then you can see another 2 or 3 piled up over here. You can see faint blood splatter all over the ground. Not quite as bloodbathy as the previous room, but it is very much destroyed. That's all you can see from where you're at.
Okay. I'm gonna pick up a body and start dragging it into this room. But
Okay.
while I'm doing that, I'm eyeballing it a little bit. I'm looking for bite marks.
Okay,
I'm looking to see if it moves.
And they're talking about which body? The one like in this room here, or like down in the corner?
I'm taking a body out of the foyer and bringing it into this new room here.
Okay. So as you bring it in there, give me a perception check. Nice. Okay, so a little more about the room. You can see over here, there's a painting on the wall, a portrait of a young boy, roughly middle-aged man, and roughly around the same age woman. The painting is, for the most part, destroyed. It's just slashed all over. It looks like there was blades taken everywhere around this room. You looking around, you look at the bodies, you can't discern any bite marks, at least not on the bone that you can see, but you can see there are quite a few chips missing out of bones here or there. Consistent with, well, you've been around quite a few people with swords. If you hit somebody with a sword hard enough, you might get down to the bone and chip a piece of bone out of it. It's similar to that kind of thing.
Well, at least they weren't eaten. Whoever the perpetrator of these murders has been is slash happy. Put it at that. And I stack the body on the floor.
Okay.
While he's saying that, I want to look at the body. And I mean, I'm just looking at the body to see. I don't know. I'm just looking at the body, I guess.
Okay, make an
I don't know,
investigation
it's
check.
meta.
I call it. Is
Sorry,
that the
I already
body
had
room?
that clicked.
Oh, perception?
Sorry.
That's fine. Perception's fine.
Sorry, I already had that on.
All good, all good. So you don't really see anything more than what I just told Gabriel. You don't see the painting on the wall, though. Yeah, just blade marks everywhere. Destroyed, dead bodies.
Yeah, I can't be too meta because this character's not gonna know.
Right.
I would like to like not yell out, but call out. Is that the body room?
Yeah. I thought this one because there's
Yeah.
these port holes that people shoot out of. I figure the smoke could billow out of those.
I will drag bodies into the room until there's.
Okay.
I will definitely not touch the bodies.
Okay.
I'm gonna help
Okay.
Rylus with that.
Okay.
While that's happening, though, I think I'm gonna check. Well, detect magic, and I'm gonna check the door. Do I sense anything through it?
You do not.
I say, everyone stand back. I'm gonna open this door while you guys are doing. I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna open it up actually first.
Okay. You open up the door and you can see what looks like some poor soul tried to climb out of that very small window kind of porthole thing there and was very clearly too big.
While
Their
I'm
body-
in there,
Their body is also slashed and destroyed.
I'm gonna say, this is odd. I'm gonna do a perception and see if I see anything else in the room, or did you say everything that's in there?
That is all that's in there, yeah.
I-
Also, one amendment, Gabriel, I forgot to tell you. This door here is not locked or open. Sorry, it's not closed. This door is open.
Okay, I'm gonna walk over and just peek out of it after Jandar's done.
Sure.
I'm gonna say there's just another body in there.
Was there light protruding from that door?
I mean, not really. There's more light coming into this room than coming into the other room. As you can see,
Yeah, so
like
shadows
these
you wouldn't really see.
lights just coming in from each one of these like little holes in the wall, right?
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. So I
Those are
definitely
essentially
didn't
like
see that.
windows and like little parapets where people shoot out of.
Portcullises or whatever.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Gabriel, make another perception check.
Yeah, I'm going to peek through and I'm listening as well.
Sure.
Eh.
8. You see right here by this door, kind of like at this like intersection area, is another dead body. You can see on this wall is another portrait of the young boy, older male and older female. This one against this wall is not as destroyed, and you can see that there's less blade activity around this general area than in the previous couple of rooms. And you can make out the picture, this portrait, a little bit better than the previous one that you had seen. You can see that the older male has like shaggy brown hair. The female has like a reddish, brownish kind of hair from the portrait, and then the child has shaggy brown hair, just like the dad.
Okay. I'm gonna call over. I'm gonna whisper. Hey, Rylus, Jandar, come here. Do you guys recognize this royal family?
Make a history check, both of you. Rylus with disadvantage. Actually, Gabriel, also make a history check.
Can I use my inspiration?
I'll allow it this time, but for future reference, you have to say it beforehand.
Oh, okay. You want me to reroll?
Sure, reroll one more time. I'll take the left number. Because it's not really a luck, it's kind of like half luck. Okay, 13. It's not a super hard DC. Jandar fails it, but Rylus fails it, Jandar succeeds, and Gabriel succeeds. You guys have seen the male before. You just can't pinpoint where.
Huh.
At this point, I'm gonna ask everybody but Nick, take your headphones off, keep an eye on the chat in Discord. I'll type in there when you can put them back on. Okay?
Oh, I kind of get it. Oh my god.
Nick. Kel. You awaken in a bed after a couple hours of sleep to the sounds of crying and screaming and death going on outside of your bedroom. You hear the sounds of familiar voices screaming, crying, calling out. Like, look out! Oh no! Ah! That kind of shit. And you lay there in your bed, confused, wondering what's going on. What do you do?
I'm gonna pull the covers above my head
Okay.
and try to lay perfectly still.
Okay. You lay there 5, 10, 15 minutes goes by. You still hear the screaming, the crying, the wailing. You can hear blades slicing against stone, carving throughout the castle. Your familiar screams, familiar voices screaming out in pain and agony, calling out, help, help. What do you do?
I'm gonna... How old am I right now? Or am I still the same age?
You're between 8 and 12 years old.
I'm gonna pull the covers off my head, look around. Do I see any windows?
You see one window directly to your left.
I'm gonna take the blanket and I'm gonna look out the window. Do I see anybody down there? Or how high am I up?
You're about 30 or 40 feet up, but looking down, you can see a couple of people dressed in armor and swords, shields, running towards the keep. You can hear the clattering of the front door opening, and then you hear even more screaming, blades hitting stone, wood, more steel on steel.
Okay. Do I have like curtains or anything like that, like a rope that's attached to them?
You do have curtains, yeah.
Is there a rope that would like open and close them or anything like that?
Not really. It's more like it hangs down and then you like tie it to the side when you don't want it to. When you want to move the blinds, you just tie them to the side.
I'm gonna look around the room. Do I see any other type of material that could be used as rope?
No, the only other thing that's in your bedroom is your desk where you did all your studies.
I'm going to take the blanket, hold it in this hand right here,
Okay.
open up my window, get into the window seal,
The window.
and get ready.
The window is very, very small. It's only about like 1.5 by 2 feet. I'm not sure you're gonna be able to squeeze through.
I'm only, either 8 or 12. They're tiny.
Okay. So as you're prepping to get out, you can hear the sound of footsteps getting louder and louder, and then you hear the door to your room right here swing open, and a familiar-looking woman with reddish-brown hair says, "Connor, thank God I found you. Come on, your father's... Something terrible has happened. Your father's construct has gone crazy. It's murdering everybody. We have to leave right now. Your father's going to take care of it. We've bought a window. We need to go now. Come on." What do you do?
I'm just gonna jump out the window and grab the other end of my blanket and use it as kind of like a parachute. There we go.
Okay.
To try to bounce
So-
the land, I guess.
You do that. Give me a athletics check with athletics or acrobatics, your choice, but with disadvantage because you're a child. Okay. You don't break any bones, but you have a pretty hard landing, and you feel like you may have sprained an ankle or two. You're in a lot of pain, but as you kind of start scrabbling a wave, and you look back at the keep. You can see a couple of more guards running in, and you can hear as they open up the door, the screams get really loud, and then as the doors close, they get muffled, and you can't make out what it is. And then they get really loud again as you see that familiar woman opening the door, and she starts running towards you and says, "Oh my God, what were you thinking? Come on, we have to get out of here. We'll build a new life somewhere else, but we have to go. We have to go. And I need you to make a wisdom saving throw." Okay. That memory fades to black.
Okay. And when I come back, I don't remember this.
Oh no, you do. That was
okay.
that was why the wisdom save, to see what would happen.
Gotcha. Okay.
I need a sec. My amp needs to turn back on.
Okay.
Alright, I'm good. Otherwise, I can hear it even with my headphones off. I have to turn my
Alright.
my amp off.
So, as you guys are looking through the room, you see Kel stumble in behind you with, Jin taking up the rear there, as you guys are all looking out through that, the doorway there. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna stare at the photo.
It's familiar.
Who do you know who this is?
I'm staring at the photo, or wait, isn't there a frame right next to this wall where I am?
There's a portrait right here on this wall, and then there's another one on this wall.
I'm staring at the one here.
Yep.
Hey Cal, come over here and look at this one. It's not as scratched up.
Yeah, the one you're currently looking at is very tattered but familiar.
Do you know these guys?
Let me look.
So you walk over to that other door and you look, and relative to the destruction around this keep, this other portrait looks like, obviously it still got a slash here or there, but for the most part is pretty well maintained. Like whatever was spinning through here, destruction somehow. This portrait didn't get the worst of it. And roll history. You recognize the people. I'm sure you can figure out who it is.
Oh God. I think I'm getting some of my memory back, guys.
Really?
I think that's my mom. I think that's my dad.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty
Is this
sure.
your house? Kel, do you live here?
I might have a long time ago. I don't remember.
Now that he's said that, do I look at the painting and see him as the young kid?
Yeah,
You do.
I'd also like to put that together.
The
Okay.
the older gentleman in the picture looks exactly like him, just a little more aged. You could tell that the man in the picture is maybe Kel in another 10 years. The child looks like Kel maybe 20 years ago.
Kel. Oh no, sorry. Go ahead.
Do you know if your dad is evil?
I don't remember, honestly.
If your dad is evil, would you be cool forcefully evicting him?
I had a dream last night.
Okay, good start.
There was a lot of screaming.
Not the greatest, but please continue.
Hold on 1 second. Check your PMs before you finish this next sentence. There we go. You can continue. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Either with that thread or with the alteration. Your call.
Okay, retcon. Wasn't a dream. When I walked into the room, I had a weird flashback. There was a lot of screaming. And I jumped out of a window? And that lady... my mom, I'm assuming? I was like maybe 8, 12, I don't know. And there was a lot of clanging and clanging and kind of like swords. Like hitting concrete or hitting stone, and I don't know, it was weird, but she didn't call me Kel.
What'd she call you?
I think she called me Connor.
Connor.
Do you remember your last name? Your surname, family name? That
No, all she said was Connor. But I don't... She said something about my dad's construct went haywire or went bad? I'm not sure. It's a lot of blurs. That's honestly all I remember right now.
That's good. That's good. Cal. Do you want us to call you Connor or Cal?
I don't know. I mean, I guess Kel, since that's what I've been going by this entire time.
Fair enough.
I look at him dead in the eyes and I just go, what about Kellor?
I didn't notice him. I'm staring at the ground trying to remember things.
Okay.
Alright, chat. I would like to walk through this door.
Okay. You walk through the door.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna follow behind.
I'm gonna back
Come
up
up.
and not be the
Come
first
this
one
way?
through.
Okay. Against this wall, make a perception check, actually.
Both of us or just him?
You can too, since you also step through. Okay. Jandar, you can see another body slumped up against the wall here. Looks like he's holding his chest. You can see another one over by this door. And you can see another one over in this little alcove. Rylus, you can make out that the one right here looks familiar.
I would like to go up and inspect it a little closer.
Okay.
I'm gonna follow behind him.
You see a dark brown beard of 2 or 3 inches, shaggy brown hair. You've seen this person in the last several minutes.
Is this person like less decomposed than everybody else?
Yeah, there's still a little bit of flesh on the bones.
But they're like
Dead.
nasty.
Yeah.
Say nasty.
Like a milky kind of,
Ooh.
bleh, to the skin that's
Uh,
ripped and decayed all over, but somehow
is there
some of
like
the
a-
meat is still on the bones and for the most part held together. The hair is still attached.
Is there like a signet ring or any way of seeing if it's Kel's
You-
Papa?
You can see on hovering over the left side of his tunic, right on the left breast, you can see the same sigil that you saw in the portraits adorning the clothes of child Kel and father and mother.
I'd like to turn around on Jen and be like, so I don't know if we should let Kel in this room.
Why is that? I guess I'm gonna walk over and see.
That's
Did I
his,
hear them saying
You
that?
see the same thing?
That's his-
Make a perception
that's
check.
his pops.
Kel, make a perception check. Yeah, you heard them. Faintly, but you heard them.
Yeah, I don't know if Kel should be in here.
Being where? I'm gonna walk through the door.
I wasn't moving, so I wasn't really
Okay.
gonna allow that, I guess.
Sure. Make a strength check, Thesco, and then athletics or acrobatics, up to you, Kel. No advantage for either, just straight rolls. Okay, Kel. You try to get through, but Thesco just holds out his arm and kind of like holds you back for a second. But you're basically occupying the same space as him right there for the time being.
As I'm holding him back, is it just like I'm holding him back like this, or
You've
does
kind of
any
got
of
your
that's how my
arm
character is?
across like his chest, and you're just holding him there.
Okay, so as I'm doing that, I'm gonna look and say, "Our comrades don't want you to see this, so I'm gonna hold you here."
I'm gonna try to push my chest back and my head forward, trying to lean in to see what's going on.
Okay. You're able to get a little bit more of a sight, but Rylus and Jandar are standing in front of whatever they're looking at. You can't quite make it out.
So, I had a thought. We could also let him see it and shock him into remembering more.
That's what I was thinking too. I don't
Mental
know. It's like
trauma
a 50.
for- Mental trauma for information?
I remember seeing
definitely
some
hear
poison.
you.
Oh,
I'm
Sorry.
standing right here.
Kill is a person too, and as they're saying that, I'm just gonna like kind of step aside and usher him.
Okay.
Go see your past.
I'll walk into the room.
And
Okay.
I would like to just turn around and be warned. He's still a little goop. And then I'm gonna step out of the way.
Okay. Kel, as you step through, you see the same person, albeit a little bit worse for wear, that you saw in the two previous portraits. You feel a weird sense of longing with like a melancholy kind of sadness, but then a very, very faint sense of like you knew.
See? I'm gonna get up and take a closer look at the body.
Okay. Well, you walk over and, as previously explained, it's it's about halfway decomposed, but strange considering everybody else's skeletons. This one still has some flesh and, the hair and the beard, and it's confusing.
Going
Hey guys,
to...
can I get past? I wanna see all this hubbub.
I'm gonna stop looking at that. I'm gonna look at the wall that's
Okay.
he's kind of perched up against. If he is
Sure.
perched up against the wall. Can't remember. Close my eyes and take a deep breath of like this, like I'm going, trying to smell, to see if that would trigger anything.
Give me a wisdom check. The smell doesn't trigger anything per se. You do just kind of the area smells very much like that irony kind of blood smell,
Death.
But
Okay.
yeah, but there is also a faint smell of like a home. Is the best way I can explain it.
I'll open up my eyes again.
Okay.
I think this was my dad. I'm 90% sure this was my dad.
I tell everyone be on guard. I feel some magic. It's really slight though.
I'm gonna
Where
go
should we
over
go
to
from
this
here?
door. Is this door locked?
Draw my sword and shield.
Which door are you at? The one to the right?
Down here.
Yeah, it is not locked.
I look in one direction. I say, Kel, be careful. The magic's coming off your dad. The source of the magic.
Oh, I'm gonna take a step back.
Okay.
Do we need to be worried about these bodies, Jandar?
You say he's the source of the magic?
I sense the magic coming off of him.
Without touching him, I'm gonna pull out a table leg, and I'm gonna
Okay.
open up his cloak and poke around his neckline. I'm looking for jewelry on his hands or neck.
Make a perception check.
Can I use investigation?
Sure. Yeah, with that, you don't see any rings on his hands. You don't see a necklace. Not really any accessories kind of hanging about. Without fishing into his pockets or anything like that, you kind of are unable to find much.
I'm turning to my party mates while I'm poking with the stick. I'm operating under the theory that he might have some kind of object on him that's giving off the magic signal you're speaking of. But I don't want to touch it because this place is trashed, and if it's evil, I don't want to get sick. Also,
You know a little bit about magic, so I'm gonna say it's the protective magic sort.
protective magic. Well, that just sounds like he probably maybe cast it on himself and didn't make it. Sorry, Cal.
I don't know how long magic can last, but that doesn't seem right. It might be something magical on him.
Yeah, I kind of knew, but I
Make a
didn't
history
have
check,
to-
Cal. Okay, continue with what you're doing. I got no
Does he
new
have like
information
any
for you.
kind of clothing on or anything like that?
Yeah, he's wearing the same thing he wore almost any day. Some trousers and pretty nice shirt. Kind of like a very light leathers for a little bit protection while still maintaining some sort of decorum.
No, like cloak on him or anything like that.
No cloak, but you, with that 12 on history, you faintly recall remembering he always had sewn pockets on the insides of his armor and his clothing.
Go up to him and start feeling on the inside of his shirt. And
Okay.
Leathers.
I withdraw my table leg.
Avoiding splinters. You feel around the inside, trying not to touch the kind of milky, at this point, like soupy yet kind of dry, like it's a weird kind of consistency. And you feel for a lining, and you find it. And inside you find a very, very small pocket, about 2 inches wide.
Do I feel if there's anything inside the pocket?
You do feel that there is something inside.
I'm gonna grab it, pull it out.
Okay. It's a small trinket of sorts. Roughly the size of a golden coin. It's silver in color and has like a skull kind of stamped into it, but wearing a crown. When you pull it out, Jandar, the magical essence is coming from the object.
Yeah, I'll tell Kel that.
Okay.
So this is a source of the magic?
Yeah.
And you said it's protective?
It could be a few things, but that's the protective school.
Is this object being protected for some reason?
I'm gonna say I think it was enchanted that way. Or it is something of the other sort like that.
What's your guys' passive perception? Everybody.
15.
13.
16.
Should be 13, I'm pretty sure.
16.
14.
Okay. Anybody with 14 or higher, you hear a... And you guys kind of
immediately
look
look
down, and you can see the flesh dripping off of the bone and congealing around the bottom of the body. The hair falls out. The flesh drops.
Oh.
I think this was holding him together.
I agree with you.
I'm gonna take a couple steps back.
Okay.
Maybe. I feel like I should keep this. I'm just gonna put it in my
Puppy!
backpack.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Put
Sorry,
it
I
in my
said
bag.
doggo. Okay, you put it in your bag.
Let's look around some more. Let's see what other things we can find.
I turn around and
Memories in
check
my
this.
case.
I turn around and check this door.
Okay. It is not locked, but it is closed.
I agree, Cal, and I'm just gonna push this door open.
Okay. As you push it open, you can see what looks to be a chest across the room right here, but I couldn't find an appropriate picture for it. It's fucking destroyed. It's literally just fragments of wood and some metal, some cloth. Over along this side, you can see what looks to be a table, roughly waist height. You spot a couple sets of familiar-looking tools. They're familiar because you carry some. And then there's some that are not familiar. And lots of spare parts. Blades, metal, leathers, wires.
I'm gonna walk in because I'm curious and I want to learn.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab all the. I'm gonna replenish my tools based on this.
Okay. You find 4 complete sets of thieves' tools
Jackpot.
and 6 sets of artificers' tools.
Yes, please.
2 sets of tinkerers' tools. And collectively, probably 200 foot of various metals in wire form. Some are gold, some are silver, some are copper, some are tin, some are aluminum.
I'm gonna
Looks
take a
like
set.
you found the workstation.
I'm gonna take a set each of the Tinkerer's tools and the Artificer tools.
Okay.
And the rest of those Thieves' tools.
As soon as I see him take that, well, I guess you guys are welcome to it. Nobody else is gonna use it that's here.
Oh, I should definitely ask, since everything in this house belongs to you, can I use this to help everybody?
I don't care. Take what you want. I barely remember anything. Who knows? This might not even be the keep. Or the house that I grew in. Might have been somewhere else. I don't know.
I'm sorry.
Um,
I thought of something. I'll tell you guys later.
I'm gonna look at. Well, me and Rylus are like way out there. I'm like Rylus. I think if something killed everyone, I think we're gonna be nearby it now.
Okay. As you guys are doing your looting thing and looking around, you hear strange sounds coming from the room to the north. You hear what sounds like a whirling gears, gizmos, gadgets. You can hear the sound of steel on stone.
I'd like to call back.
Everybody
And a-
come in here.
And a
We're gonna
whirling
hide.
sound. As we will find out what that is next week.
But I rolled history. Do I remember this sound?
You do.
Oh boy.
Ruh-oh, Raggy.
Oh yeah, it's even worse.
And we'll find out what that is next week. But at least you got your information. So, thank you, everybody, for watching. If you're watching this on YouTube, check out the Twitch channel. If you're watching this on YouTube, consider subscribing. At least follow. We do this every Monday. New hours are 6 to 10. It's going to be awesome. 4 hours a session. Fucking woo-woo. Kicking ass. Got a lot of story out tonight. Excited to see where this goes. So,
And one impromptu pyramid.
yeah, and one impromptu pyramid. I
You gotta throw
was
some kind of combat in there.
I was trying to line it up and pace it so the break would happen as Kel entered that room and got the vision. I was like, fuck. But the pyramid, like, timing would have worked out perfectly otherwise. But anyways, that's enough of that. We'll see you guys next time, next week. So, later, everybody. We out.
Bye-bye.